Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. That's just climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. That's just climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights. From Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights. From Three
All right, sorry about that. Apparently, I don't know. We'll see how the internet goes. I think it should be good. How's it going, everybody? I, of course, am Dr. Delay, and we have some baseball for you today as the Pittsburgh Pirates take on the Cincinnati Reds in the final game of the series. Hopefully, again, it's a good one, as we have some pretty solid pitchers out there. Paul Skeens taking the mound for the Buccos, but right now on the mound is Andrew Abbott, who, of course, pitched very well in his opening start. No earned runs allowed, whip of a 1.23. Again, should be a good one. Hopefully, the 3D is up and running. Let's see how that's going. Let's see. Hopefully, again, it's a good one. Appreciate you guys again for tuning in. Robert, good to see you. Russell, thank you for tuning in, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Hopefully, all is well on y'all's end. As, again, just trying to get this 3D thing. Got to click it multiple times in order for it to work. There you go. And we should be cooking. Should be. Should be. We'll see. All right, looks like, all right, so the starting lineups here, again, sorry, kind of just moseying on into this one. Score prediction, I don't know, thinking like 3-2, maybe, 4-3. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. We'll see, though. Jake Mangum leading off here for the Pirates as, let's see, I don't know how far behind the 3D is. And again, that'll just pretty much serve as a replay. Mangum already at the plate, so we're ready to begin this one as Abbott delivers the first pitch. That's going to be low for ball one. We are underway in Cincinnati. Mangum leading off again, batting .231, OPS of .594. No homers, no RBIs on the season. As Abbott delivers, and Mangum sends this foul. And it's 1-1. Nice shirt, thank you. Yes. We're in this one because of Paul Skeens, of course. All I need is a no-run first inning. All right, we'll see. Appreciate you, Mike and Mike, in the morning for tuning in. As here is Abbott as he kicks and deals. That's a chopper. Chopper to third. Hayes has it cleanly. Throws to first for out number one. So there you go. Batting second for the Pirates is Nick Gonzalez. Has had a nice start to the year, batting .318, OPS of .712, no homers, 3 RBIs. Can they win it again? I don't know. I just realized I didn't change the score or the scroll from last night, so I do apologize. What am I doing here? Here is the pitch. That's a grounder to third yet again. Hayes has it and throws to first, gets him by a step for out number two. Man, I even told myself last night to change that, and I didn't. What a bum I am. All right, very quickly, 2 away for the Pirates, as Abbott's only needed 4 pitches so far. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds, hit his first home run of the season yesterday, tied Jason Bay for 9th on the all-time Pirates home run list, as that misses down low, 1-0. Brian Reynolds again batting .182, OPS of .535, 1 homer, 2 RBIs. Good to see you, Bengals. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Good to see all you guys back in action, as here is the 1-0. That's going to be outside. 2-0. 2-0 to Brian Reynolds. Game day is really lagging today, but I think that's more just the internet. As here's the 2-0. That's a swing and a miss. Strike one. 85 on the changeup. All is well for you guys today. Getting underway here in Cincinnati as well. Abbott kicks and deals as that's a grounder to second. Gets past the diving McLean as Reynolds gets a 2-out single. That's always good to see. Maybe Ryan getting a little bit better. You know, obviously the home run yesterday may have helped him get his confidence back. Swinging from the right side of the plate again. Usually does nab a hits when he's on that side, more of a contact guy, whereas on the left side swinging for power. That will bring up Marcell Ozuna, batting .063, OPS of .230, no homers, no RBIs, runner on first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That is low for ball one. Yeah, how's it going, Triple G? Good to see you. Good to see you again. Bengals get the series Reds. I hope you're wrong. hope you are incorrect. I hope your belief doesn't happen as Abbott delivers. That is outside 2-0. So, so got you on mute, but stalking the scoreboard. Appreciate you, Denny. Thank you. Good W. Yeah, no, it was a good win. Pirates looked really good. I was shocked, pleasantly surprised. 2-0 count to Ozuna. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside 3-0. Yeah, Russell, I hope so, but we'll see. Again, you know, the Pirates, they need to be a little bit more consistent on offense. Of course, again, they have a lineup today that doesn't include O'Hearn. I was really surprised to see that. More on that in a moment, as that is all the way right down the middle for a called strike. Yeah, I didn't quite understand the Ryan O'Hearn removal. Then he can hit lefties very well. In fact, he's better against lefties. Yeah, he's been swinging a good bat. Don't know why. I mean, I doubt he's tired. Here's the 3-1 as Ozuna sends this to right. On the run is Benson, and sliding attempt couldn't quite make the catch as he collides with the padding. Just maybe a step too slow. Good effort by Benson. Good effort. Hope everyone is good. Oh yeah, hopefully everyone else is doing well. Good to see you, Ricky, yet again. Appreciate you, man. 3-2 count to Ozuna. Again, if he doesn't really have a good game today, I expect a lot of boos in the opening series against the Orioles. Abbott kicks and deals. That's going to be low for ball 4. So Ozuna does get on base via a walk. That is always good to see, and we'll get to see how Neil Cruz does. Again, had a great day yesterday as far as at the plate. He had 2 home runs in the game yesterday. Batting .278 OPS of .927, 2 homers, 3 RBIs. Of course, a lot of people. I followed the Pirates fans on Facebook, the fan page, and everyone seems to have blamed Brian Reynolds for that. I don't quite understand, as that's going to be outside ball 1. I get it's a center fielder's ball, but Reynolds clearly it was closer to him. He was already practically under it. That really just, I think people just bend over backwards to defend the guy. But again, at the plate was fantastic yesterday. Here's the 1-0, as that's going to be in there for a called strike, 1-1. And those 2 homers really improved his stats. Yesterday entered the game with an OPS of .343. Today enters the game with a .927 OPS. Just wow. Here's the 1-1. Almost hits him. 2-1. Abbott is a great pitcher. Oh yeah, he's really good. Pirates will have to work for it. All-star pitcher. Oh yeah. He is allowed the last 2 base runners, though. Last 2 men up have gotten on base. Here's the 2-1 as Cruz sends this to right. Cruz with the Cruz missile. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Oh, Neil Cruz is demolishing lefties all of a sudden. 3-0 battling Buccos. Just sent it to Narnia, folks. That one was out of here. Oh, Neil Cruz can hit lefties. What in the world is going on? Maybe Ryan O'Hearn has showed him a few things, because that is really good to see. Gone. Unbelievable. Oh, Neil Cruz. As here is York, and York sends this to right. That one is off the wall. And oh, it's a foul ball. They're going to say it's a foul. Oh, man. York had a double. Oh, man, just slicing. Oh, not even like a few inches. Oh, my goodness. York, would have been nice to see him get on. He's been looking for something. He's batting .125, OPS of .398. No homers, 1 RBI. Yeah, so Abbott left a hanging changeup, curveball, pardon me, right down the middle. That was as easy as it comes. Our pitching is totally absent lately. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Here's the 0-1, as that's going to be hit to second. That's going to get past McLean. It's not going to be a double for York, but hey, he gets on. I'm sure he's happy with that. Abbott, again, the first 2 batters of the game. 4 pitches, 2 outs. Reynolds single, Ozuna walked, Cruz home run, York single. Jared Triolo is going to come to the plate. He's batting 7th today for the Pirates, batting 118, OPS of 387, no homers, no RBIs. Mike, I just realized, yeah, no, he wanted no runs in the first. That is tough. Yeah, tough one, buddy. Pardon me while I slam your head against the wall. Oh, my goodness, triple. It'll be okay. It's only the first inning. You need to score to win, so, you know, the Reds, they obviously, you know, they got to put up some runs. Looks like we have a little bit of a visit here as Abbott again was struggling. All of a sudden, again, first two batters were really simple, 2 pitches for each. As Abbott sets on Triolo. Still set. Kicks and deals. That is right down the middle for a called strike. 92 on the fastball. Skeens get the win this outing, Doc. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You know, if he does what he did against the Mets, might not happen. I don't know. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be low, 1-1. So, again, he has yet to pitch good baseball for the Pirates this year. Obviously, again, it's only his second start, but, you know, don't want to, you know, we can easily assume he's going to lock back in eventually, right? But, you know, you got to hope that it's today, but we'll see. As he misses with the changeup there, 2-1. 2-1 here to Triolo. Say Skeens ends up 7 strikeouts. I hope so. I don't know. 2-1 count. Triolo again at the plate. Runner on first, 2 outs. As that's going to be sent to right, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Benson is there. Throws to third. York is safe as the throw is a little bit off. And Triolo took off to second. I think they're going to call it a single. But that is very promising here for the Pirates. Triolo sending it the opposite way. York with a great jump. As the swinging, battling buckos are just, hey, they're finding base hits. That's going to bring up Spencer Horwitz. Now, again, he does struggle mightily against lefties. Was shocked to see him in the lineup. Here's the pitch as that's going to be sent foul. This is probably the best hitter to have up to the plate for the Reds as far as runners in scoring position. Let's see here. The game is so off. Oh, yeah, it's off to basically the same start, yeah. Here's the 0-1 as that's going to be sent to left. That one is foul. The doctor of delay. This guy. I can't remember. Are you droppy? I can't remember. I can't remember if you're droppy or not, or if you're just, because I feel like that's what droppy would say. Again, appreciate you for tuning in, as that's going to miss outside 1-2. Great start. Yep. Reds need to start their games with their bullpen. Apparently, I don't know what's going on with the Reds. Good series against the Red Sox, pardon me, as that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out as Horowitz's struggles continue against lefties. But not before the Pirates gets on the board with a field goal via O'Neal Cruz with a 3-run shot. Pirates lead 3-0. Right, yeah, okay, droppy, yeah, gotcha. All right, give me a sec here. What I'm trying to do is people I know in real life. That way I could, you know, they don't have this, oh, you're too big for me. Yeah, I've already had a few people. I'm like, okay, all right, so we're just going to go ahead and have you stand out. So congratulations, you're promoted, though there's no pay with it. Anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Pirates leading 3-0. Let me go ahead. I don't know what game day. We're going to go ahead and back out because game day is struggling. So we're just going to go back and restart this. How's it going, Orville? Good to see you. Go Bucks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and get back. Game day. I don't know why it was a laggy mess. All right, let's see again. Across the MLB, not really many games happening right now. The A's and Braves 0-0, Rangers 0, Orioles nothing. And again, that's pretty much it. You think they get it done today? I hope so. Hope so, man. Hope so, FK. Smells like promote. Oh, yeah, the Red Sox. Oh, the Red Sox? I don't know. They have been struggling. Who are they playing? I don't even know. The Astros, I mean, they're due for a win. I wouldn't know. It depends who's on the mound. That's really who I pick, like how I pick. Because baseball's so random, so I just look at the starting pitchers, and whoever I like is who I really go with. As that's going to miss. Down low, 1-0. TJ Friedel at the plate, batting 100, OPS of 317 to start the year. Looking forward to the Pirates Royals wild card. Oh, World Series? Yeah, that'd be interesting. Here's the 1-0, as that's going to be fouled back, 1-1. Yankees, 3 shutouts, first 5 games. Ugh. Rangers are better this year. Rangers, yeah. Rangers are not too shabby to start off the year. 1-1 counts as Skeens looks to get back in action. That's going to be down low, 2-1 against Skeens. As many of you guys already know, was credited with the loss in the opening game. Channeled his inner LSU self. That was for Trompy, by the way. He's a big LSU fan. 67.50 ERA for Paul Skeens this year. Obviously, again, that number will come down, or you hope so. If he exits the game with a similar ERA, the Pirates probably lost, and we are definitely a little bit worried with what's happening. 3-1 count here as that one missed high. And Skeens delivers, and that is an opening walk. And that is, again, kind of what we saw against the Mets. Something is going on again with a lot of these players that played in the Classic, at least for the United States. I don't know if that's just a, you know, if the whole United States team is just, you know, just not locked in, or just, I don't know, but really concerning. Here's the pitch to McClain. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Matt McClain batting 235, OPS of 729, no homers and 1 RBI. You're a Tigers fan. Oh, gotcha. Tigers, thank you. Orville, of course, hating on the Red Sox as always. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2, chased down to the zone to do so. See it right here. Or no, that is way behind. Wow, I don't understand. Oh, well. 0-2 count as Skeens sets. Looking over at the runner at first. As here's the pitch, that's going to be outside, 1-2, 98 on the fastball. Again, only first batter, right? You know, I'm not trying to overreact to Paul Skeens. Obviously, a great pitcher. Showed dominance in the Classic as well, but definitely a little shocking to say the least, as that one's going to be fouled back, and the count remains at 1-2. Only 5-4 team left standing is Michigan. Yeah, I got 2 of them right, Michigan and Arizona, but, you know, my whole bracket is terrible. It's not worth showing. So, show it one more time, I guess, Saturday, or maybe Monday night, you know, because that'll be the end of the tournament. Here's the 1-2, right down the middle. He struck out looking. Right down the middle to McClain, as that will bring up Ellie De La Cruz, who's batting 200, OPS of 804, 2 homers and 2 RBIs in this one. Cast $600 in homer and props. Oh, geez, Shaman, good stuff. Oh, my gosh. Great stuff as Skeens sets as he faces Ellie. That's going to be down low, 1-0. Let's go, Draven. Good to see you. Yeah, the Pirates off to a great start. Now that you're here, though, it's over. You know how it goes. Smash the like button. Appreciate you, Orville. Skeens kicks and deals as that's a swing and a miss. Strike 1 chased down low for that one. 89 on the changeup. Try to wear this shirt for Paul Skeens starts. Hopefully, though, by the end of the year, I will have lost weight. This one shirt's a little big, but so am I. That one's in there for a called strike, 1-2 counts. Runner on first, 1 out. And the Pirates with a 3-run shot because of O'Neal Cruz giving them the lead. Skeens sets, rocks, and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is a great response to the opening walk. Again, those were not competitive pitches at all. But, of course, again, striking out McLean, striking out Ellie. And that's 2 down for the Reds. As that'll bring up Sal Stewart, batting .563, OPS of 1807. To begin, again, he's had a heck of a start to start the year. I mean, those are crazy numbers. Here's the pitch. That is way outside. Ball on 2 homers, 3 RBIs. Skeens arrow starting to strike this guy. Okay. 1-0 here to Stewart. Skeens looks over at first and fires. Swing and a miss. 97 was well behind that one. Looking for something off to pay bills and get groceries. Appreciate you, Orville, for tuning in. Safe travels as you go buy some Pop-Tarts. Get you some good Pop-Tarts. Chocolate chip Pop-Tarts, I'm telling you. But once you try them, you'll get addicted. As there is a throw over, and he is back safe and sound. Reds fans booing, as is customary. The home team will boo the pickoff attempt. Again, 1-1 to Stewart. 1 man on, 2 outs. Skeens sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that one is slicing foul. Stewart yesterday did again notch a home run. Ellie and Stewart went back to back. That is right. It was 1 for 4 at the walk. He has 3 walks already this series. Wow, it's 2 for 6 with 3 walks. Here's the 1-2 as that's going to be outside. 2-2. Pirates were a question mark at scoring runs preseason, but their bats are alive for now. Again, obviously, they kind of disappeared for a few days. Again, they were shut out by the Reds in the opener. Here's the 2-2 as that's a grounder to the short, and Triolo is going to beat Friedel to the bag for out number 3, and that will take us to the top of the 2nd inning, where again it is 3-0. Let's see, MLB needs more umpires. Like, are you saying like C.V. Buckner? Would be very entertaining for sure. Would be a very entertaining baseball world. If everyone were like him, hey man, it's like, you know, a bunch of, you know, Angel Hernandez's, Joe West's around. That's great. I can't remember who the lady umpire is. She missed a call right down the middle in spring training. It was obviously the worst of them all the ABS challenges. Right down the middle. Glitches out. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. What the heck? Well, that's weird. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, again, you're enjoying the broadcast. Make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. It is free to do so. We're at 22 likes. Again, for the moment, we're trying to get to 50 likes for a non-football stream. But again, if we can push it up towards 100, that'd be great. Obviously, we don't have 100 people here, so that's why we're not going to ask for that. But I do appreciate, again, helping. It helps out the channel, helps small channels like mine to push games as well, as there'll be days where we do double headers. And it could be your Reds. Again, if you're a Reds fan tuned in, you could do a Reds double header, of course, if it matches up, you know, with the... Making sure I'm live here. Just froze. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Looks like we did miss a pitch. I do apologize. 1-0 here to Davis as he sends it to center. And that is going to be caught for out number 1. Again, apologies. For some reason, it just froze. Having some internet issues over here. But hopefully we just get through the stream. No problem. Didn't have any problems. Haven't had problems in a while. Again, appreciate you, D. Hickey, for tuning in. Thank you again for tuning in. Love to hear again. Thank you very much, Russell. All right, so Mangum at the plates. Again, he led off earlier. He led off the game as that's a grounder to Hayes. Hayes throws to first for out number 2 very quickly. The Pirates going down, kind of like how it went in the first inning again. Mangum and Gonzalez with ground outs, and then of course Reynolds got a single. Ozuna walked Cruz with a Cruz missile. So 2 outs. Pirates are still able to get some runs. As here is Nick Gonzalez again, 0 for 1 in this one. As Abbott kicks and deals. That is right down the middle for a called strike. Obviously taking a pitch there. Hasn't really been many pitches this inning. Got to work that count. 32 pitches, by the way, for Abbott. As here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Breaking ball out of the zone. Very quickly. 0-2, 2 outs. Again, Pirates might be back out on the field. As Abbott rocks and fires. That is outside 1-2. Greg Brown again on the call today. Always good to hear his voice. Here's the 1-2 breaking ball. 2-2. Got some fans there. I was wondering how the attendance would be mid-afternoon game on a Wednesday. But then you get Skeens and Abbott on the mound. I mean, that's the quality starters. Here's the 2-2. That's a grounder to third. Hayes with it again. Throws to first. And he is out. Nice throw. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Pirates 3, Reds nothing. All right. That's where when I put the game day up, the other settle down a little bit on the lag. All right, Braves 3, A's nothing. Orioles leading 2-0 over the Rangers. Nationals and the Phillies 0-0. Marlins. Marlins, White Sox warming up, but the Rockies and the Blue Jays, they are just getting started 0-0 in the top of the first. Let's see. Salvi Perez is 13 home runs away from tying Brett for homers. Oh, wow. Gotcha. That'd be pretty interesting. I think he should get it, right? 13 homers. That should... I don't know how much he hit last year, but you think that he gets it. Garrett Crochet is pitching today for Boston. Oh, wow. So, I mean, again, Boston needs a win. That is a good guy to have out there if you're looking for a win to give yourself a lead, an early lead. Or at least keep the other team from getting on. Depends on how your bats go. Appreciate you, Alexander, for tuning in. Appreciate all you guys again for tuning in, folks. Make sure again to leave the like and, of course, hit the subscribe button. Again, it is free to do so. The next baseball game will be Pirates-Orioles this weekend, or Friday for the home opener. Saturday won't be calling a baseball game. Yeah, I can't tell if I'm live. I think I am, but definitely annoyed. Definitely annoyed. So give me a sec while technical difficulties over here, folks. Yeah, so my main source of internet just went out. So yeah, it's been lagging. So I switched it to a backup. So I do apologize. I do apologize. Give me a few moments. Normally doesn't happen. I know that might turn viewers off. I know it might turn people off. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. So I do apologize. Let me go ahead and go on my phone real quick. I have to call the game for a little bit on my phone. And then we'll just move on. Kind of annoyed, but yeah, it's the most overrated internet. Everyone around here is like, oh, you know, this is really good internet. Yeah, no, it's actually pretty terrible. Can't hear me. Yeah, I can hear me. Yeah, I appreciate it. I guess real ones know that this channel is legendary. So we'll have to call it on my phone for a little bit. I do apologize on that again. We'll make sure to get it back on my screen for a better call. because I can't play audio. 2-1 here. Apparently we already have an out. That's always good. Spencer Steer at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. My hair's probably a mess. Yeah, thank you guys for sticking with me. Very lucky that I have a backup internet I can switch to because we never canceled it. Probably because the main internet, which is supposedly better. Anyway, 2-2 here to Steer. That's going to be down low, 3-2. See if I can memorize. What is the other network called? Or the other password? I don't know. 3-2 here to Steer as Skeens kicks and deals. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Steer. And that will bring up Will Benson, who is batting .222, OPS of 744, no homers and an RBI. Spectrum is actually way out. All right, here's the pitch to Benson. That's a chopper, and that one is going foul. 0-1. I feel weird looking all the way down here to call it. I guess I could put it right here. That'd be annoying. 0-1 counts as Skeens rocks and fires. That's a big swing and a miss. 0-2 to Will Benson. Oh, 2 count. Skeens delivers. That's going to be poked to center. And Cruz on the run and will make the catch for out number 3. All right, so nothing doing for the Reds. Pardon me as we head to the top of the third. Again, Pirates leading 3-0 again. Do apologize for the technical difficulties. I'll be right back in a moment. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Wonder how many people left because they saw getting a stream over thing. Let's see if it works. Had to go and find the password. It's a long password. I wanted to change it. The wife was like, no, shouldn't change it. Yeah, okay, it didn't work. That's the wrong password. All right. Well, I'm just going to have to watch it on my phone for a little bit. It does say Spectrum's up. I guess for the moment I can have it connected. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This whole thing is stupid today. All right, we're back. Just going to call it on the phone. Cruz having a great game. Yep. Yep, he is. That's just the way it goes. All right, Brian Reynolds going to be at the plate. He is 1 for 1 with the single. Yeah, 20 people left. That's crazy. All right, here is the pitch. Breaking ball. That's going to be way outside. 1-0. Again, that's just the way it goes, I guess. Some days you have a good old time. And then some days you don't. 1-0 to Reynolds as Abbott rocks and fires. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. There's a song by Chris Daughtery called It's Not Over. Well, It is not. This stream still moves on despite the failures. As that pitch is in there for a called strike. 1-2 to Brian Reynolds. That was a little bit low. It really was not a kind pitch. 1-2 count to Reynolds. Reynolds stepped out there for a little bit to compose himself. As Abbott kicks and deals. Checked his swing. Did he go? He went around. He struck him out. Chased a breaking ball in the dirt. Fortnite Friday. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Used to play. Used to play Fortnite quite a bit, but not anymore. All right, here is the first pitch to Ozuna. Sends it to right. And that's going to be caught for out number 2. You're blocking the chat. No, you haven't said anything. Oh, I see that I'm here. So, yeah, sorry, Michael. Again, having some issues. I had to leave for a sec because, yeah, everything was going wrong. It's still going wrong, really. All right, that'll bring up O'Neill. Cruz had a 3-run shot earlier, as that's going to be in there for a called strike on the outside corner. 3D graphics look at a video game from the early 2000s. I think it's a little bit better, honestly. Depends on how early we're talking about. Here's the 0-1, as that's going to be sent to center. Friedel running back, and will make the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing lately as we head to the bottom of the third. 0-0 is your score. Okay, we're going to try to get back, I guess, the internet again. Give me a sec, folks. I won't put up the screen this time. I'll just hide my part of the camera. Okay, we're working our way back here. Okay, all right. We're going to make this happen. Absolutely a disastrous start. Hopefully by like the 5th or 6th inning, we are like rolling, no problem. And then people will forget about this. People that are just tuning in are like, what problem, man? It's a great streak. Unbelievable. April Fool's Day. That's what it is, huh? All right. Don't block. Well, I'm not going to block him. Why would I block him? Why would I block him? I just genuinely didn't see his chat. 2002 to 2006. Yeah, I guess so, kind of. You know, I play MLB 2K6 every now and then. It's rare. Because I like listening to John Miller. Of course, just that's the Pirates team. The first time Pirates team I watched. So, yeah, anyway. All right, we're back in action. Here's Tyler Stevenson. He is 0 for 9 to begin his season as Stevenson sends this to left. Cruz lets Reynolds get it for out number 1. That one was clearly in left. I'm just kidding. So 1 pitch, 1 out here for the Reds. That'll bring up Cabrian Hayes, who is batting .083. Got his first hit of the season against the Pirates. As here is the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. .083 OPS of 297. No homers, no RBIs. 1-0 here to Hayes. As Skeens delivers, that's going to be in there for a called strike. Got pixel dot, yeah. Cruz is left-handed. Is he really left-handed? He bats left. I don't know if he is actually left-handed. No, he's not left-handed. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be inside. 2-1. Almost hit Hayes. Fuldio's not lagging. Yeah, I know it was lagging. I can tell when the frames drop. 2-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be skied to shallow left. Triolo is calling for it and makes the catch for out number 2. Those of you that live in the Pittsburgh area are going to go to the Pirates game on April 18th. That is a Paul Skeens Cy Young bobblehead night. That is pretty cool. Or I guess it's afternoon. I don't know if it's going to, I don't know the time, but that is pretty neat. Lucky you guys. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs. 1-0 again. TJ Friedl walked to lead off the game for the Reds, and no one else has got on base since. Here is the 1-0, as that's going to be outside. 2-0. Remember the late 80s and early 90s Pirates. Gotcha. You apologize, he bats a lot. Yeah. No, you're good. I just had to double check in my mind. Like, wait, I think he's a righty. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be outside. 3-0. So TJ Friedl, I guess, very intimidating to Paul Skeens. Not even close with these pitches to Friedl today. Everyone else, though, he seems to attack. 3-0. Skeens rocks and fires. That is outside ball 4. So Friedl will gladly take the free passes as he'll be on first yet again. All right, again, 2 outs, man on at first. Here is Matt McLean, struck out looking in his first appearance. Skeens checks out Friedl, and here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. That one, not even question that was in there. That's just shocking that he's pitching very much around Friedl, or is just losing his command. I mean, I know he'll intentionally miss pitches, but I don't know about walking a guy, as that's going to be fouled back and very quickly 0-2 to Matt McLean. I think they will sweep the Twins. We'll see. Joris Red batted left, but it was right-handed. Yeah, that's how O'Neill Cruz is. 0-2 counts. Skeens checks on the runner. And Skeens still set and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He was definitely tardy on the fastball there. We head to the top of the 4th. The Pirates lead 3-0. Heroes in the Hall of Fame. It's 3 decades overdue. I'm sure it'll happen. Just look up when you mentioned the bobblehead thing. Skeens actually won the NL Cy Young. He's very good. Oh, yeah. No, he's great. Cy Young bobblehead nights. There's the foul tip. Again, 3D is way behind today. I'm sure you guys don't mind, though. All right. Around the baseball world, the Braves lead 2-1 over the A's. Orioles 4, Rangers nothing. Phillies 1, Nationals nothing. Rockies and the Blue Jays 0-0. Marlins lead the White Sox 1-0. And actually make it 2-0 as they tack on another run. And there you go. 3 strikeouts. Actually, it's 4 strikeouts. McLean struck out twice. Dela Cruz struck out once, and Steer struck out as well. I'm being a stat keeper as well. I'm adding that to the, so normally last year, again, when I called games, had the screen up, and that would give me a lot of information. But we're doing this because, I don't know, people like to keep seeing things. Again, I forgot to bring up the jiggling keys, kind of like a thing. But yeah, it's like the TikTok thing. Oh, you need to keep attention. Oh, up there. Jiggle keys. Yeah, look at the screen. So that's what that's there for, and people seem to like it. So yeah, now I'm keeping stats on my own, albeit on like just like this, but it'll work. But yeah, it's pretty neat. PS in the house waiting on a rain delay. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Oh yeah, no problem. Again, try to redirect when I can. Again, folks, Pure Adrenaline Sports is a big friend of the channel. So make sure to check out Pure Adrenaline Sports for some more baseball needs. Again, I'm not always, here. So, hey, I'm not on. Check out Pure Adrenaline Sports. He's probably covering a Mets game. He also, again, does the NFL as well. I don't know if there's anything else, Pure Adrenaline. Please let me know. That's a breaking ball upstairs 2-0. I know you did some college basketball as well. Just the Flyers hockey games. 2-0 count here to York. Here is the pitch, as that's going to be sent foul. Again, I'll be sure to put your link, or you can drop your link. I am definitely okay for that. Clemente was a baseball legend. He was. Hopefully the Pirates don't get tempted to trade skis. They're not going to get traded. There's no. That's all a bunch of nonsense you hear online. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be down low, but it's called a strike. York's going to challenge, and I think he is correct. That was really low, and that's a big pitch. Could go from 2-2 to 3-1, and it was indeed down low. So 3-1, the Pirates winning an ABS challenge. Let's see your PSNs. Appreciate you, bud. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good to see you, Frank. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. As here is the 3-1, and that's going to be fouled back as it's 3-2. Charles, good to see you. Mr. Charles, thank you for tuning in. Which they can look up the answer. Oh, yeah. I guess that is true. 3-2 count. Pure Adrenaline Sports. Again, he covers a lot of things, so make sure to check him out. Here's the 3-2. That is inside for ball 4. And York will go to first. A leadoff walk here for the Pirates. Does the Flyers? Yes, does the Flyers. Have a great rest of your life. Thank you, Charles, very much. I appreciate it. I used to keep scoring books as a kid when I listened to Royals games. Nice. That's something I guarantee I would have done, but I didn't really listen to a lot of baseball. Mets, Flyers, NFL, college football, basketball. There you go. There you have it, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Watch your stream down in Kentucky, a.k.a. Reds country, so I can't watch it live. Love it. Appreciate you, Chandler, for tuning in. Good luck to your Reds. Obviously, we'll see you guys 10 more times for sure down the the rest of the year. But yeah, good luck. Here is the 0-1, as that's going to be sent to right, and that is going to go foul again. Obviously, Pirates. I'm a Pirates fan, but again, I'm not going to really be talking trash to really anybody unless someone wants to instigate in the chat. Then I'll talk trash. Then you're banned. Then we're back all happy. Whatever. I have no desire to do anything. As here is the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Yeah, again, Pirates. To me, Pirates fans should not talk anymore. I know some Pirates fans won't want to hear that, but that's just reality. Again, we are the Cleveland Browns of baseball until we start winning, until we start, winning playoff series, not just getting there 3 straight years in a row. Then you can have a little bit more. But even then, why? As that's going to be grounded to first. What a play. Stewart throws to second, and he is out. Oh, my goodness. What a catch by Stewart. And then throwing to second. Wait, no, it wasn't really a catch. Was it a ground? It was a chopper. Oh, wow. Chopper to second. Tagged the bag at first. And then through to second. They had to tag York. What a play. Well, that is a double play. And just like that, there's nobody on. Here is the pitch to Horwitz. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Am I tuning for the NFL basketball? Oh, yeah. Dr. I appreciate you in, Charles. Oh, I know. Yeah. I know. You're a Reds fan. I get it. Here's the pitch. That's going to be down low, ball 1. I was just saying again, we'll see you 10 more times. And again, good luck for the, to the Reds. Obviously, and I am a Pirates fan. But, again, appreciate you, Chandler. Here's the 1-1, as that's going to be popped up, and that is going foul. As it's now 1-2. Banned banner will be applied. Banned banner. Man, the Pirates need a playoff run. Yeah, that would be really fun. I agree. I think the Pirates are long overdue. Here's the 1-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out again, chased the ball into the zone. Horwitz just does not hit lefties. I really don't understand why he's playing today, but it is what it is. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Pirates lead by a field goal, 3-0. Trying someone else's stream from yesterday's hockey game. That guy didn't do too bad, but I think you're better at straight up calling plays, interacting. I'll try. Again, I do want to make it happen. It's not like I'm pushing off. I do want to make the soccer thing happen. Glad talk Pirates. I mean, trash. Oh, you're good, man. You're good. I totally get it. I mean, I trash talk. I believe it or not. I don't know. Some people might not believe this, but apparently, whenever I'm playing video games or whatnot, you know, apparently I'm the most toxic person anyone's ever listened to. I don't think I'm that bad. I just kind of, you're given some, then you receive some. That's all I do. But anyway, yeah, you know, obviously I've been in sports debates. I love debating, you know, the NFL, obviously. That's my expertise. You know, I do, yeah, I mean, I don't know. But when it comes to baseball, though, you know, again, if you're a Pirates fan, we've done nothing. I don't know. I just don't feel like we have any place to talk. And again, it's baseball. You know, it's just all chill. It's a chill game. It's a nice game. You know, love the sounds of the game again. Have the crowd noise there. Obviously, it's not the live crowd noise, but you know, it's pretty neat. It's just a great game to listen to and watch and just talk about. Reds are due for a playoff run as well. Yeah. Again, they made the playoffs last year. It was a tough draw playing the Dodgers. That's just how it goes, though. Again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. This is what happens whenever there's no technical difficulties. We can call the game. Had a little bit of trouble earlier. Oh, my gosh. But again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, again, you are enjoying the stream. As Skeens kicks and deals, as that's a chopper foul. At the plate is Ellie Dela Cruz, who struck out in his first appearance. Already with a couple of home runs to begin his campaign. As Paul Skeens kicks and delivers. That's going to be outside 1-1. Calling plays all kinds of sports. You have a radio voice, you don't have the action void for too long. Oh yeah, leave the action void too long. Yeah, I try, obviously. Again, you gotta. I don't like dead air. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside 2-1. I feel like, again, if I were to get distracted, like, oh, this guy's got a 12-pack of, and then you're not talking about the game. It's like, it's like everyone else is like, getting drunk on stream. I don't know. It's just, to me, that's not my thing. That's going to be foul back 2-2. I'm a sports guy. I, of course, again, want to talk to the chat. I enjoy interacting with, again, 99% of the interactions on here are great, but outside of the chat, that's really as far away from the game as I get. And, of course, most of the time, we're talking about the game. So it works out for me. Here's the 2-2, as that's a chopper foul. 90 on the changeup. Thou shalt taketh. Yeah, exactly. You're almost at 50 likes. Appreciate you guys. Trash talking video games pretty normal. I guess I'm normal. 2-2 count. Skeens kicks and deals. That's going to be sent to the left, and that one will go out of play. And that is a foul ball. And Ellie Dela Cruz, obviously a superstar in the making. Got to think this is the year he really pops off. I guess if he doesn't, if it's another, OPS of 750, or something like that type of year, 20-something home runs, you have to start to wonder, well, is he ever going to hit 30 plus? Is he ever going to have that OPS at 900 or something? Anyway, here's the 2-2, as that's going to be hit, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Ellie will have none of my nonsense, as that is a leadoff single for the Reds. That's the first hit of the game, believe it or not. Again, the Reds have had 2 base runners in the form of TJ Friedl walks. finding the gap there. That'll bring up Sal Stewart. He is 0 for 1 in this one. Of course, he's off to an incredible start. Grammar is big. It's a big thing. Here's the pitch. That's going to be sent foul, as that'll be a souvenir. Feel the live reaction. Yeah, I just did the one, but yeah, appreciate it. Booze. Yeah, I mean, I don't drink myself. I mean, but obviously there's a lot of streams where they just kind of like, they're just trying to be like the cool party dude. It's like, that's not really for me. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be fouled back 0-2. How's it going, Avery? Good to see you. It's been a while, Avery. Hope all is well, man. Hope all is well, Avery. Joe Buck and Troikman probably get drunk from... Yeah, they do a good job. No, I totally... Yeah, no, I mean, again, I've never had a sip of alcohol, believe it or not. And it's just something I've never been tempted with. And, of course, you're like, oh, good stuff. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Thank you. I already know. So you don't have to tell me. I've never been tempted. And yeah, I guess that's a little conceited. I don't know. But anyway, that's going to be sliced foul. 0-2. Again, runner on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. Pirates lead by a field goal. Again, that difference was in an O'Neal Cruz 3-run shot in the first. Again, all the base runners in that inning coming after 2 outs. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be the dirt. Handled well by Davis. Again, Davis has impressed defensively. You know, again, he's obviously, I mean, pretty much the personal catcher of Paul Skeens, or at least on the Pirates. You know, again, yeah, Joey Bart does not catch Paul Skeens games, but obviously Henry Davis needs to perform better at the plate. That is definitely something we need. Cincinnati fans can't stand Cleveland teams, but even worse, they can't stand Pittsburgh. Oh, yeah. That is how it goes. Here's the 1-2. That's a chopper foul. Yeah, everybody seems to hate Pittsburgh. Cleveland hates Pittsburgh. Cincinnati hates Pittsburgh. Baltimore, I mean, they I don't know. I mean, they kind of, it's more of a respect thing when it comes to football. Baltimore-Pittsburgh rivalry, that's not really a thing in baseball. Same thing with Cleveland, But yeah, everyone hates the Pittsburgh something. So that's going to be a throw over to check on Ellie. Again, of course, he is a threat. Threat on the base paths. Probably shake hands with each other after when other sports both shake hands. Yep. Here's the 1-2. That's a ground ball up the middle. Gonzalez has it, throws to first, and will get the shore outs. As Stewart is thrown out. Ellie moves to second, and now he's in scoring position. And Gonzalez that's all he can do. Ellie just too fast. I mean, there's really no one covering the bag anyway, because both the shortstop, Triolo, and Gonzalez made a play for the ball. Yeah, good stuff by Gonzalez. If he lets that go, Triolo doesn't get there. That ball is out in the outfield. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, but it's called a strike anyway. This is Nathaniel Lau, who is 0 for 1 in this one. Probably missed him earlier. It's the first time I've announced his name, but had brief issues earlier. 0-1 count. Skeen sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That's going to be sent to right center, and that's going to get through, and that will bring Ellie home as the Reds make it 3-1. Lau is at second. Is an RBI double. Took a sip of beer once and asked myself why people drink. Yeah, I don't know. It's to each their own. Obviously, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, it's whatever. It's just not for me. Drink call the game. Appreciate you, Avery. Appreciate it. MLB baseball. Don't shake hands with no one. Yep. Baseball or MLS soccer team, I guess so. All right, here's Spencer Steer, 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. That's a ground ball to third. As York has it, throws to first for out number 2. Spencer Steer has had a rough start to the year. Will Benson will be at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Again, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Runner on first. It literally shows on the field. Oh, yeah. Well, we all know. We all know. That's always a game, whether it's legal or not. Bengals, obviously, a lot of cheap shots there. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, just did it again. I do apologize. Again, I'm going to probably miss a few pitches here. And that's a swing and a miss. Let me just get this. I'll have the phone on the background. 0-1 again. That was a swing and a miss there by Benson. Skeen sets, kicks and deals. That's going to be outside 1-1. Let's get on board. Yep. The risk of injuries. Yep. Can Skeens go 6 innings? Would be pretty nice. As Skeens sets again, facing Benson 1-1. My voice. Oh my gosh. Need some water. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh my goodness. 1-2 count to Benson. Runner on second, 2 outs. I do apologize for many things. Skeen sets. Rocks and fires. That is going to be down low, 2-2. Of course, doing this, you know, this is now again entering my second year. Started doing this last March. Obviously, you have a limit of how much you can talk. Hence why I have a bunch of water over here to kind of keep the throat going, the voice good. Here's the 2-2, and that's going to be sliced foul. Obviously, again, most of the broadcasters have a, you know, secondary guys. They have to talk constant, you know, 3.5 hours. Then there's commercial breaks. I don't have commercials. I am the commercial. And yeah, again, I don't have someone else to really banter with, to talk to. Obviously, it's you guys, but then you can't give me a break. That's just, you know, unfortunate how it goes. But it's cool as that's fly to left. Reynolds is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. We head to the top of the 5th. The Pirates lead the Reds 3-1. Again, the Reds getting a run there thanks to the Nathaniel Lau RBI double. How's it going, Sean? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Perfect play like Ed Rabies. Yeah, I was not a perfect guy. Let's see, scoring the. Yep, they are on the scoreboard. McCutcheon has crossed home plate again for the Rangers. Not a surprise. YouTube sports streaming is on the fly. Yes. Yeah, the tech again. I'm still learning how to. My wife is really tech savvy. I am not tech savvy at all. So if something goes wrong. Like, well, last year when I first started, like if there was an issue, I'd be panicking, like live on the air, like I don't know what to do. Obviously now it's like, okay, I kind of know somewhat what to do. It's just frustrating. I don't, you know, is all whenever it does happen, but it happens. It's just the way it goes. What's up? How's it going, Tim? Appreciate you for tuning back in. Dave Parker better on the Pirates or the Reds? I think it was better on the Pirates. Better on the Pirates. 50 likes. Appreciate you guys again. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to leave a like. Helps out, again, small channels like mine. The more likes, the more, you know, again, people will see that the stream is up on the air. That's usually how it goes. It pushes out the stream further and further to those searching up baseball games and stuff like that. Pirates, Reds games. Again, I know there's a few people calling the game today. Actually, I only saw a Reds guy. Then there's other people with scoreboards. I don't know if Joey Wagner, he usually calls Paul Skeen starts only. He's a Steelers creator. But I do appreciate it again for clicking on me and letting me call the game for you guys. And if you do really like it, again, make sure to subscribe. It is free. Again, we do a lot of stuff. Again, we'll do a lot of baseball, of course. And again, it's not just a Pirates channel. It'll be a channel for everybody. As again, the goal is to cover about 100 to 120 Pirates games. But we'll fill out the rest. Again, if we do double headers, obviously the Pirates won't be playing in both time slots. So you never know how it could go. As that's going to be in there for a called strike to Henry Davis. And of course, again, the football coverage of the channel is where the channel is at its best. That is where I got a vast majority of my subscribers. Again, people that are regulars here are here because of football. Here is the 0-1 to Davis. That's going to be inside 1-1. The America's team like Steelers. Yeah, I don't know about all that. You know how many pitches Paul Skeens? I can give you that in the next inning. I don't keep track of the pitches, but that's something I should probably keep in track of there. That's a good idea. Appreciate you, Dill, for tuning in. Abbott, by the way, it's 60. I know you didn't ask, but you were told anyway, and you listened. Here's the 1-2, as that's a chopper to third. Stays fair. Hayes throws to first and gets him by a couple of steps. Oh, now they just called it foul. Yeah, I thought it was like foul, but apparently they just called it a foul ball. Wow, yeah, that is close. Wow, that is really close. Anyway, so Davis will get an extra life. Again, a 1-2 count. So we have a little bit of delay here. I don't know what's really going on. All right, is Abbott. Kicks and deals, and that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Chase to pitch. Out of the zone. So as Davis struggles, will continue. That's going to bring up Jake Mangum, who's 0 for 2 in this one. Did Cobra Dave Parker smoke more cigarettes on the bite? I don't know. Those are two stressful franchises. That's a tough one. Probably the Reds. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a call strike, but the Reds were really good. Pirates are also good when he was on the team. I don't know. I'm going to go with the Pirates. Packard still gets... Yeah, he does. Yeah. Here's the 0-1. That's a check swing. Did he go? He did not. Yeah, whenever Pac-Man makes an appearance on the Pat McAfee show, I immediately turn it off. Like, I can't stand him. I just genuinely cannot stand him. The Steelers just live rent-free. Like, I get it, but geez, like, he hates him. All right. I'm not a fan of you either, my friend, as that's a grounder to second. Throws to first. Getting the speedy Mangum, who is running it out. Round number 2. Pirates are favored, yes. Eric got the last World Cup spot. Oh, wow. Beat Bolivia. Charlie Skeens come out for the bottom of the 5th. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. All right, that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, who's 0 for 2 in this one, as Abbott delivers. That's a swing and a miss, chasing a ball in the dirt, 0-1. Kind of cigarettes, I don't know. Oh, they smoke, yeah, okay, Reds, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that was obvious. 0-1 count as Abbott rocks and fires, as that's a swing and a miss. Fold him again with a changeup out in front of both pitches. Now if they're the fastball, he's going to be late. 0-2 count to Gonzalez. Again, nobody on, 2 outs in the top of the 5th as Abbott delivers. Breaking ball, that is down and in, taking 1-2. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. 80% of you guys picked the Pirates to win today. 20% with the Reds, as that's going to be chopped off of Gonzalez's leg. Oh, he's limping. That probably did not feel good. Jeez. And not go off the shin guard. That is tough. 1-2 count here to Gonzalez, Speedy Gonzalez. Looks like now there's another delay, but not a long one. Abbott rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. All off-speed pitches there to Gonzalez. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, Pirates leading 3-1. When you're America's first pro team, then you can be America's team. I guess so. Last year, the fun Bengals Steelers 2021. Oh, that was not fun. We hated that. That was not fun. Oh, the least fun. Oh, okay. That's okay. That makes more sense. Yeah, that was rough. I was shocked. That never happens. All right, the Braves lead the A's 5-1. Orioles leading the Rangers 4-2. Blue Jays and the Rockies 0-0. Phillies and the Nationals tied at 1 apiece. Marlins 6, White Sox 0. Then the Rays and the Brewers 0-0. Cardinals, Mets, again, they are awaiting to get underway. Time Pirates, no, I'm not familiar with that. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Helps out the channel a lot. Looks like I can not leave it on. I don't have to leave it on the game anymore on my phone. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure to sub. It is free to do so. It is free to do so. I just realized that it's eating into the ticker. No, it's not. No, it's just delusional. Okay, I thought it was centered. Raining here in St. Louis. Yeah, that's what PAS said, so I don't know. They might not get underway. All right, we are back in action here. Again, I'll be sure to give you the pitch count. Paul Skeens is at 64 pitches. Not too sure if you're still here, Adil, but I do appreciate you again for tuning in. Tyler Stevenson at the plate. He is 0 for 10 now to start his 2026 campaign. And Skeens fires. That's going to be check swing, but he made contact as that's going foul. Looks like it would have been in there for a strike anyway. And the Pirates leading 3-1, trying to get back to 500. By back, I mean, well, I guess it'll be the only time now, actually, because that's going to be upstairs 1-1 because they started off 0-0. Obviously, it's not 500 because no one's played a game. So trying to get to 500 for the first time this season, technically. As Skeens rocks and fires, as that's a grounder to first, and that's going to get past Horwitz. As Stevenson notches his first hits of 2026. And then we'll bring up Brian Hayes, who flew out in his first appearance. Skeens looking over at first. Just chilling. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 here to Hayes. Cleveland Browns team expansion team. Oh, yeah, we know that. Well, most people should. I don't know if that's common knowledge. That always bugs me, though, as here is the 0-1. That's going to be popped up. Looks like Gonzalez is in to make the catch, and he does. For number 1. Yeah, it feels like Browns fans hate the Steelers more than the Ravens. It makes no sense. I feel like you should hate the Ravens because that was the team that they ripped away from you. That Art Modell said, "I'll catch you later." They thought Baltimore was better than Cleveland, and yet Browns fans hate Pittsburgh so much more. I get the history, but I mean, I don't know. It's a little odd. A little odd to me. I don't know. Bengals have the talent, yeah, for sure. Here is the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. Again, the Bengals have always had the talent. They just seem to get in their own way, really. Doctor's really funny. I don't know about all that, Scott. Appreciate it, Scott, for tuning in. Again, thank you, Dill, for still hanging out here. As Skeens fires, that's going to be low, 2-0. America has more Steeler fans. Red Leg is the American mascot. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to, America's team, I don't really care to be called America's team, personally. I'm just a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be outside, but it's called a strike. Friedel thinking about it. Doesn't actually issue. Again, it seems like Skeens wants to pitch around Friedel. I need to know the Friedel career numbers against Skeens because he is... Again, Friedel's walked in both of appearances. I mean, I don't understand. Here's the 2-1, and that's going to be A swing and a miss. That ball was a little bit outside as well. 2-2. Yikes, Skeens. It is Skeens. Again, Skeens not doing too bad. Only allowing 1 run so far through 4 1/3. Arg, this guy. That's pretty good. 2-2 counts. Runner on first again, 1 out. Skeens kicks and fires. That's going to be skied to shallow right center, but it looks like Triolo's going to call off Gonzalez, who makes the catch. Triolo making the catch from the shortstop area. So Friedel actually gets an official at-bat appearance there. And it's an out. And that'll bring up Matt McLean, who struck out looking and swinging in this one. 0 for 2. Again, 3-1 your score. McLean at the plate, as that is in there for a called strike. The Pirates say, yeah, no, I know what you meant, Matthew. You're good. 0-1 count to McLean as Skeen sets. As he kicks and deals, that's going to be sent back, as that will be a souvenir. You don't either, just talk a little. Oh, yeah, no, you're good. You're good, man. Just kind of a chill game here. The Pirates, of course, getting 3 runs in the first inning, have done really nothing since the Reds tacking on a run, I believe, in the 4th. As here is the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. McLean has struck out 3 times. We head to the top of the 6th. The Pirates lead 3-1. That is 5 strikeouts for Paul Skeens, averaging a strikeout an inning. That's pretty good. Astros, Red Sox starting. Gotcha. Good luck with the Red Sox. Well, I know you're a Astro fan, Brandon. But the Red Sox need to win for sure. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you're enjoying the play-by-play. Again, been here for now a year. So if you're wondering, hey, where did this guy come from? Been here since March of last year. Covered 77 Pirates games last year. The goal is to cover 100 to 120. And of course, again, I don't just do Pirates. We do bounce around as well. As again, I do thank a lot of the support I received from around Major League Baseball last year. As you know, a lot of Brewers support, a lot of Giants support, a lot of Diamondbacks support, a lot of Cubs support. And at the end of the year, we got Reds support because they were making that playoff push. We were covering some Reds games. But this year, again, going to focus a little bit more on the Pirates. But again, more baseball for everybody. But yeah, again, thank you guys for tuning in. +7 strikeout challenge impossible for Paul Skeens. I don't know about that one. It could happen. It's going to be interesting. Iraq's placed with France, Senegal, and Norway. That is a tough group. Iraq's finishing last there. Most likely. But also, again, if you like the NFL, this is a NFL channel. It's a football channel. That is the bread and butter of the channel. Most of the subs have been because of that. That's my #1 sport. I love it. I love football. I love the NFL. That is where I'm an expert. Yes, I might be a little bit arrogant when football season's here. Not about the Steelers, just with my football knowledge in general. With anything else, though, I will concede that I am not the most knowledgeable. So I'm definitely open to all sorts of corrections and stuff like that. Even name pronunciations for the most part. Unless it's overbearing. Then it's like, okay, all right, I get it. I don't know the name. But anyway, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Hopefully, again, you are enjoying the experience. Hopefully, again, you can leave a like. Again, it's free to leave a like. It's free to subscribe. It says so right up there on the ticker, and that is not a lie. It is actually free. Think of it more as a follow, not as a subscription. As Reynolds at the plate, that is down low, 1-0. Cubbies, gotcha. Yeah, we got some Cubs fans on the channel. Again, we covered some Cubbies early part of last year, and then towards the end of the year as well. As the 1-0 is going to be down low, 2-0. Again, Brian Reynolds 1 for 2 in this run. This one, a single to get that kind of little rally there going in the first. And then he struck out in his second appearance. Abbott kicks and fires as that's going to be sent to right. Alwyn Benson makes the catch. Hit pretty well, but Benson on the move to make the catch for out number 1. Pittsburgh versus the world definitely seems like it. All right, Marcell Ozuna is at the plate. He walked in the first and then flew out in his second appearance. Again, batting less than .063 now. Not sure what the actual average would be as he looks at a pitch at the knees for a cold strike. As Abbott rocks and fires, that's going to be down low, 1-1. 86 on the change. So a lot of changeups now. Abbott at 75 pitches. I imagine this may be his last inning, depending on how this goes. But most likely, regardless, based on how they treat pitchers now, this is probably it. As that one is fouled back, 1-2. I don't know how I'm feeling about them. I missed Suzuki already. Pitching was supposed to be better. Yeah, I mean, the Cubs, it's early. I think the Cubs will be, personally, I picked them to win the NL Central. So I think they're going to be really good. But, you know, we'll see. I think you guys will be fine. That's going to be a foul tip. Oh, the catcher. Oh, it hit him. Hit him in a certain area. That is tough. That is tough indeed. Sweep the Padres. I don't know about all that. We play them starting Monday. We'll give them a shot. Well, I mean, again, you know, when you're home, you're expected to win 2 or 3. Padres are a solid team, so we'll get to see what the Pirates are made of. As here is the 1-2 to Ozuna. That's a check swing. Did he go? And he did not. I appreciate you, Rob, for tuning in. Two and two counts. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 6th. As Abbott rocks and fires. That's in the dirt. 3-2. Certain area? Not the year. Not the year. Not going to really. Where it hurts for a guy, for sure. I think that's probably knows. Should have been probably said earlier. There's the 3-2. That's going to be chopped foul. And again, Ozuna, if he doesn't pick it up, I do expect a booing session for him on Friday whenever he's at the plates. Do you pull Skeens, let him continue? I would let him continue. But I am not the pitcher, or the manager. Unbelievable stuff here. That's going to be chopped foul yet again. 3-2 here to Ozuna. Do apologize. Just having some. Switch to my phone now. Spectrum went out again. Unbelievable. Looks like Ozuna did indeed go out. Cruz is at the plate. He is 1 for 2. Again, already 0-1 count here to Cruz. Unbelievable stuff here. As Abbott kicks and deals, that's going to be in there for a cold strike. Now it's 0-2 to Cruz. I don't really know what. Looks like it was in play. I'll just do a fly out. Already 0-2 count here to O'Neal Cruz as Abbott kicks and deals. That's going to be chopped to third, and that's going to be fair down the third base line. Oh, they were kind of having Hayes at shorts. A slow chopper gets Cruz on. The stomach. Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's go, Skeens. Go to 100. I don't know about all that. Again, a chopper down the third base line. Hayes was playing around short as they were having the shift on. And Cruz continues to hit lefties pretty well. Here is York at the plate. As here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. York is 1 for 1 with the walk. 1-0 count. Runner on first, 2 outs. Abbott sets, kicks, and deals. That is going to be inside 2-0. Hate having to call a game on the phone. It's not ideal, but oh well. It happens, I guess. 2-0 counts. And the Pirates have been able to make some stuff happen with 2 outs as that misses as well. 3-0. Abbott again at 87 pitches. So yeah, I feel like this is definitely his last inning for sure. Abbott sets, kicks, and deals. That is down low, ball 4. Nick York, have yourself a day. Get on base 3 times. And perhaps the Reds may make a change. I don't know. And looks like we'll see a change. So Abbott will not finish the 6th inning. So, again, a heck of a performance. Again, obviously a rough first inning, but after that was pretty solid. But it looks like he is going to be yanked. So he is done. He's responsible for the runners on first and second. So pitching change underway. As you'll see it finally after all this nonsense. That should be ball 4 right here. Yeah, I don't know why game day is so behind, but it is what it is. Oh well. When I was 7, got hurt playing a baseball catch when the ball hit the thumb. Man, cutting your nail about 2 weeks later. Oh yeah, that's... Jeez. That is wild. So I know it's like getting hit by a baseball. Yeah. I've only been hit by a pitch once, and it was like one of the slowest pitchers. It was 7th grade. I threw like 50 miles an hour. It was right at my leg, and it was... I didn't feel a thing. Doesn't feel good. I played second through high school. Wild hopes of infield. Oh, yeah, wild hops, yeah. For sure. And appreciate you, Ricky. 5 and diving from Cincy. Yeah, we'll see. Again, the Pirates, of course, you know, a win gets them to 3-3. That'd be a good way to start off your home opener at 500. All right, looks like Spectrum might be back. I will have words with Spectrum after this stream. I will. I'll at least send a report. You know, I don't know everyone, I don't know how you guys have your internet, how it works, how good it is, but you know, for me, again, everyone around here says it's great. I am the only one apparently that has problems every now and then. And whenever I do call or get a tech to come out here, it's like, oh, actually everything's fine. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Interesting. So what am I experiencing then? Apparently it's all in my head. All right, we're back in action for what it's worth. Jared Triolo at the plate again. Runners in first and second, 2 outs. Here is the pitch. That's going to be, well, just missing apparently. 1-0. Triolo is 1 for 2 in this one. Again, runners on first and second. Do you only cover Pirates games? No, I do not. We'll do some extra games scattered out throughout the season. Here's the 1-0, and actually Phillips is going to step off for the Reds. Looking out for Cruz. He might be on the move. But it is mostly Pirates, though. I'm not trying to clickbait you or anything like that. I'll be open and honest. Now, for football, again, if you're an NFL fan, we do everybody. We do everybody there. 2-0 as that misses down low. Again, we do 3 games every Sunday. Again, I do every Steelers game, of course. But 3 games Sunday, and I promise the Steelers don't play in all 3 windows. And again, Monday night, Thursday night football. So we do cover everybody at least once in the NFL. 2-0 count as Phillips delivers. That's going to be inside 3-0. But for baseball, again, about 100 to 120 Pirates games is what I'm expecting this year. And again, we'll do some doubleheaders throughout the season, whether it's at late night or, again, you know, Wednesdays and Thursdays. You usually have an early window, a late window. Not today, but again, starting next week, we'll start doing doubleheaders. As that's going to be down low, ball 4. So Triolo comes in and walks. Draws the walk. Not ideal for the Reds. Bases loaded for the Pirates. as that will bring up Spencer Horwitz. Now, again, he's been struggling, albeit, again, is absolutely garbage against lefties. There's really no way else to say it. But he's not facing a lefty. See if he can come through as Phillips sets. Here's the pitch. That's going to be down low, 1-0. Also, I think Milwaukee still wins NL Central. Yeah, they're pretty good. They obviously lost some players, but obviously they are still very much a good team. Here's the 1-0 as that's a breaking ball down low, 2-0. Phillips struggling here, can't find the strike zone. So the Reds fans' ire as they start to jeer a little bit. Two-0 count as Phillips delivers. That is outside, 3-0. Internet connectivity in the U.S. does lag behind countries. Yeah, it's terrible. Panthers fans, so kind of, but not really. Oh, you're good. Hey, we covered some Panthers games. We covered good about four last year. Here's the 3-0. That is right down the middle for a cold strike. I can actually let you know if I can find it. It takes me a while to find it because it's so far back now. 5 games. You guys were 2-3 when I called your games. 3-1. Here's the pitch. That is down low, ball 4. He walked in a run. So Phillips helping out the Pirates as O'Neal Cruz touches home plate. And that will bring up Henry Davis. And again, he needs something. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Man, I didn't realize I need to do this for that. All right, anyway. Let's go, Buckets. Appreciate you, Big D, for tuning back in. What's Skeen's pitch count? I can let you know in the next inning. I don't have it on me at the moment. Appreciate you, Will, for tuning in. Setting a TV in your studio to watch Giants games on Twitch. There we go. That's how you do it. 3-3. I hope so, Matthew. It'll be a nice record to have for the Pirates. Reds fans, I don't know how you'll feel about it entering, the series 2-1. Coming out the series at home again, playing against the Pirates. Grand Slam coming up. I hope so. Phillips sets again. Henry Davis at the plate, 0 for 2 in this one. Here is the pitch. That is going to be a breaking ball. Nice pitch. That is in there for a call strike. That is the best pitch he has thrown so far. And of course, Henry Davis is like, why me? 0-1 count. Phillips kicks and deals. That is going to be inside 1-1. You have him at 7.5 strikeouts. Gotcha. It's going to be tough. He's at 5. Yeah, we'll see. 1-1 count as Phillips delivers. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Chased the ball out of the zone. Did they meet the Steelers? Yep, Steelers play the Panthers. And they'll probably get some night games for sure. Here's the 1-2. That's a chopper to third. Hayes has it. Throws to first for outs. Number 3, leaving the bases loaded. But the Pirates do get one thanks to a walk by Spencer Horwitz. Pirates lead 4-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Oh, you have under 7.5. Ooh, gotcha. Well, maybe. Let's go to 500 and go from there. Exactly. 3-3 record on the road. I know, it'd honestly be great. Again, playing the Mets and then the Reds. To go 3-3 coming out of that, I would have taken it. That's what I wanted. Realistically, probably 2-4, but obviously you want to be better than that. Yep. Let's see. You're back. Sorry. Oh no, you're good. You're good. Appreciate it. Again, Sean Virginia. Under, you're in the clear. I'm in the clear. Oh, you're talking to. Okay. I'm like, wait, what am I? Like, what? You're threatening me if he doesn't get it? Yeah, but no, I got you. You got 100 likes yet? I don't know. I now had to log off of my YouTube here. I usually leave my YouTube up just so I can see the technical difficulties because obviously there are times people say, oh, your mic, you're muted by accident or, stuff like that. I'm at 71. Again, I appreciate you guys. Again, make sure to leave a like. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. hopefully, again, you are enjoying this stream. But, yeah, I can't really leave the YouTube up now because, obviously, we've had some issues with this internet. And my phone is the backup now to cover and watch the game. He's coming out to relieve Skeens. I don't know. I don't think... Okay, so yeah, Skeens is done. So Skeens will not be back. Looks like that is Mason Montgomery. So Skeens' day is indeed over. So it looks like you got it. Good stuff. Good stuff, Will. 70 likes. Skin just gave you 71. Appreciate you, Big D. Appreciate you, man. Are you threatening me? I know, right? I'm like, whoa. I'm in the clear. What if I'm not? What if he doesn't hit him? Is it over for me? Am I done? Misses inside 1-0 here to Ellie Dela Cruz. 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Now, of course, again, Skeens is done. So, can the bullpen keep this a Pirates win? As that is popped up. And Nick Gonzalez makes the catch for out number 1. Again, Skeens went 10-10 last year, despite having an ERA under 2. So keep that in mind. Would be nice to have that win-loss record look a lot better. All right, Sal Stewart at the plate as Montgomery misses down low, 1-0. Stewart is 0 for 2 in this one, despite, of course, the hot start. Maybe cooling off a little bit. 1-0 count. Montgomery sets, rocks, and fires as that's going to be down low, 2-0. Who do the Pirates play in their next series? They play the Orioles. They will host the Orioles in the Pirates' home opener. Here's the 2-0, that's going to be upstairs 3-0. They don't keep the starting pitchers as long as they used to. Yep. No, they do not. I don't know. I thought they'd leave him in. I mean, he wasn't really... I don't know. It didn't seem like he was tired. I mean, he wasn't on a high pitch count. It was probably in the 60s or 70s. I'm not too sure. 3-1, that one right down the middle. Montgomery sets and delivers. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 4. So he walks Stewart. Missed badly. Just fastball in the dirt. They'll likely send in the rag arm. Okay. Appreciate you in the running for tuning in as always. Again, man on at first, 1 out. This is a pinch hitter. Looks like this is Eugenio Suarez at the plate, so that is unfortunate. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, ball 1. Suarez obviously known for his power. Pardon me. 1-0 counts as Montgomery sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be chopped foul. Some pre-World Cup results. England falling to Japan, Mexico and Belgium tie, Brazil over Croatia, Spain and Egypt tying, Canada to Tunisia. So here's your Austria 1-0 over South Korea. Interesting. That was shocking to me as Suarez sends this to left. Suarez! Oh, he makes it a 1-run game! That ball is gone. 2-run shots. Man, just like that, Paul Skeens' win is in jeopardy. Unbelievable. Breaking ball right down the middle. I don't understand why Skeens is not out there to start the 6th. I don't understand it, personally. But it is what it is. Spencer Steer at the plate. He's 0 for 2 in this one. As Montgomery kicks and deals. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 1. It's ball done. Sadly, don't understand, James. I don't get it. What I tell you. Netherlands won Ecuador, won Scotland, falling to Ivory Coast. Morocco over Paraguay. Here's the 1-0 to Steers. That's sent to right. Australia over Curacao. Argentina over Zambia. Geez, 5-0. Algeria, Uruguay, and then Uruguay, and then France, Colombia. Gotcha. The league has changed a bit over the past 10 to 15 years. Oh, I get it, but it's still annoying. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike at the corner. Looks like Steer wants to challenge it. I don't know. Looked pretty good. We'll see if it caught a little bit of the zone. I think it did. And it did. That's a good pitch. So Cincinnati down to 1 challenge. Probably gives them a team. Gives the team to make a wild card push. Yeah, no, for sure. Here is the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Breaking ball in the dirt. We might be seeing another pinch hitter here. Looks like that is going to be, I think, is this Myers? I believe it's Myers. Yes, it's Myers. Played yesterday. Myers was 1 for 2. He replaced Will Benson yesterday. Kremer moves to the bullpen. Who's Kremer? I don't even know who that is. Lovely, I once we can change the game. Exactly. Thought Skeens could do 6 innings. I thought so too. Get the bullpen up. Yeah, well, they already have. That's the problem. That's the problem. They got it started too early. Would have left him in for a few more innings. I mean, I would have left him in to start the 6th and see how he does. I mean, obviously, if he has trouble the first few batters, then all right. Thanks, Paul. We'll catch you later. We'll see you in a few starts, but I don't understand. I mean, sometimes it feels like, obviously, again, Kelly much better than Shelton, but it just seems like some of these managers make moves just to make moves. And sometimes you just need to not do it. Looks like we are going to yank Montgomery. And Montgomery is done. And that's going to bring in Isaac Mattson. Again, was really good last year. Has had a shaky start this year. Hopefully he gets it going here. And appreciate you guys. Again, I hate to be like that guy, but it's just kind of annoying. That's one thing that baseball, you know, the analytics stuff has really hurt the game so much. And I feel like, again, that's just an analytical move. You got to rest the arm, got to save the arm. And, you know, for what? You know, again, if you don't make it to October, then what are you saving the arm for? Like, you know, it's, I don't know, it just makes no sense to me. And I'm sure, again, you know, if you listen to your North Shore 9, they'll say the exact same thing that I'm saying, that we're all thinking. I just don't understand the move. Being too smart for their own good, yep. But again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, 4-3. Eugenio Suarez, if you're just tuning in, made it a 1-run game with the 2-run shots off of Mason Montgomery. And of course, again, Paul Skeens was yanked after 5. Didn't seem to know, again, why. I don't understand why. Just tuning in with Skeens passable today. Yeah, no, he pitched well. 5 strikeouts through 5 innings. Allowed 1 run in the 4th. Had a few walks. I mean, he allowed, what, 2 walks? 3 walks? No, 2 walks. Yeah, I just don't quite get it. I don't understand the move. Again, I think it's just one of those things. Oh, well, it's time to make a move. The data tells me to. I mean, that's to me is just so stupid. But you know, again, that's just the way it works now. A dumb decision video for Walkoff. There you go. Walkoff needs to do this. He's got to get on top of this right now. Isaac Mattson again, a 6.75 ERA to begin the season. Again, so solid last year. Rough start here. Maybe he can refine that form as he faces Myers. Showing bunt, pulls back, as that's going to be high for 1-0. Good relief pitching is a must in an area where starting pitchers don't get as many complete game opportunities. Exactly. And again, the Pirates, I think, have some strong arms in there, but I don't think the depth of the bullpen is really good for a serious playoff push, as that's going to be down low 2-0. Of course, you can make the same argument for the lineup, and that's what's concerning. Obviously, they made some moves in the off season, but I didn't feel like it was enough. If they were serious, they should have made a little bit more. 2-0. Matson delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike on the outside corner, as it's 2-1. Analytics is good when you use it correctly, but it's more about reacting and adjusting. I think, again, you just I think the latter part I really agree with. You got to go with the flow of the game, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Analytics is a tool. I don't think it is the end-all, be-all. It's nice to have, but it shouldn't dictate your decisions. And unfortunately, we live in an era where pretty much every sports is now like that. 2-2 counts as Matson sets and delivers. That's going to be outside. 3-2. Matson, again, every now and then he'll do the long set. He'll just hold it for 5-6 seconds, sometimes even 10. He'll wait the whole time to throw off the rhythm. Unfortunately, he missed there. 3-2 as Matson delivers. That's going to be hit to center, and Gonzalez couldn't quite make the catch, as Cruz is there to throw it in. Myers with a 2-out single. Tyler Stevenson at the plate. He is 1 for 2 in this game. Montgomery is a walk and a home run machine. Yeah, that's right. Your name is correct. So far, you are correct. 50-50 of old school analytics. Again, I don't mind analytics. When it first came out, I thought I'd be like all for it, but I didn't realize the teams would just be listening and obeying to it like it's our creator. But that is not the case, as this is flown out to center, and Cruz does make the catch. We're out number 3. It's a fly out there to Stevenson. 1 pitch, 1 out. So the Pirates escape with the lead, trying to keep Paul Skeens' win intact. We head to the top of the 7th. This is a 1-run game, folks. 4-3. Let's see, Skeens delivered the win after a bad first inning. Yeah. They do what they do because of the Pirates. I guess so. Headed out to watch the Cubs, hopefully. Sub, appreciate you. Nice to meet you as well. Thank you very much for tuning in, man. The Ninja Tiger. Gotcha, Ninja. I'll call you Ninja. Appreciate you, Ninja, for tuning in. Just trying to see what to call you. Let's see here. And good luck, again. Good luck with the Cubs. Favorite sports stadium is Tampa Bay. Oh, the Buccaneers. Yeah, really good. Really good stadium. Raymond James, I think. Years ago, when he was alive, Grandpa almost broke his hand. 80-something inch flat screen over David Bell, making absolutely no sense with the pitcher. Oh my gosh. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, again, I just feel like some of the decisions that some of these managers make are just to do it, just to put your thumbprint on the game, as if you already have it with the lineup choices and stuff like that. People see analysts as more than a tool, similar to how business use AI. Yeah, I mean, that's another. Yeah, I would agree with that. Pirates can get some runs when needed, and good relief pitch, and they could win. Yep, no, I agree. If he's pitching good, leave him in. If there's nothing wrong with him, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. If there's nothing wrong with the guy, why take him out? I mean, again, pitchers 20, 30 years ago even, again, were pitching over 100 pitches, 120, 130, 150 pitches. Bullpen is average at the best. It is. Again, I think the top end is really good. I also think the bottom end is really bad. What do you got in this match? Hopefully the Pirates, but the Reds kind of have the momentum here. So we'll see how it goes. Appreciate you, Alex, for tuning in. Reds are going to win. I hope not, Tim, but we'll see. Appreciate you again for tuning in. Good luck. Again, thank you very much, Ninja. Good luck. Thank you for the sub. You're a legend. Again, folks, make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Again, what you see is essentially what you get. I call games. More so for the Pirates for baseball season, but again, we will bounce around. And, of course, for the NFL, it's everybody. It's not just the Steelers. We do everybody. Jake Mangum at the plate. He is 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. We have a new pitcher for the Reds, as this is Graham Ashcraft. Graham Ashcraft, the pitcher for the Reds, appeared, I believe, in the first game of the series. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be sliced foul, and Mangum already down 0-2. Nobody's a fan yet. I'm a Pirates and Steelers fan as well. There you go. You don't live in Pennsylvania also. Same here. Same here. Do not. Born there. Don't live there. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be sliced foul yet again. 99 on the cutter, by the way. Ashcraft can bring the heat. Pitches in the high 90s. Torque and power in which he throws makes them worried to let him pitch long. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like we've had pitchers that are built like that throw in the past. As that is a swing and a miss. He struck him out. I don't know. I just think I think we're looking too much at the numbers. And not enough at reality. I mean, he's built like, I mean, he's 6'7", like 240. I mean, he's a big guy. It's not like he's a scrawny guy out there that's throwing above his weight class. I mean, he's just a big dude. Nick Gonzalez at the plates. He is 0 for 3 in this one. As Ashcraft delivers, that's going to be in there for a called strike. And if you're just tuning in, top of the 7th, in the middle of my crash out. Pirates again clinging to a 4-3 lead. As Ashcraft sets, kicks, and deals. That's a swing and a miss. Chase the ball out of the zone. Nice slider there. 93 on the slider. I am still amazed at the speed of breaking balls in today's game. Ashcraft sets on the 0-2, rocks and fires. That's a chopper, and that is going foul. You picked the refs? Hey, me too. We'll see. We'll see. Again, appreciate you, Big D. JG9 Dr. Lay should collab. So, Rob, again, we've talked about it. It may happen. Now, I don't know about the Pirates and the D-backs, but a football stream might be happening. A football talk might happen soon. Here is the 0-2, as that's going to be sliced foul. I just don't know when, but the discussions have been open, and we seem to agree that, hey, it would be good. Who's pitching for the Reds? Reds is going to be Graham Ashcraft. Here is the 0-2, as that's going to be hit to right, and that one is going foul. Transparent Sports Call on YouTube. Oh, again, I appreciate it. Again, I'm not going to... I say what I mean what I say. For the most part, again, I have to, I guess... There's a little bit different between the character and, the real-life version, as that's going to miss down low. I'm more of an introvert in real life. But, But yeah. Essentially, what you see is what you get. 1-2 count here to Gonzalez. Ashcraft delivers, as that's going to be fouled back, and it keeps the count, again, keeps the at-bat alive, 1-2. This is the Pirates MO, yeah. And I appreciate it, Ricky. Thank you very much. Hope the Pirates win. I hope so, too. Appreciate your curse. Hopefully you don't curse the Pirates, though. Here's the 1-2, as that's going to be sent to right. And again, that is going to be a foul ball. Gonzalez is just battling. Gotta like it. Again, appreciate it, Russell. Thank you very much. 1-2 count here to Gonzalez. Ashcraft delivers. That's going to be sent to right. On the run is Myers. Myers can't make the catch. Gonzalez going to second. And he is going to stay at second, and thinking about third, he will not. And Gonzalez with the double. Speedy Gonzalez in action, folks. Just over. So apparently that's Steer, so they moved around some players. Looks like Myers is in left. Steer is in right. Let me make the change there. So nice stuff. Right off the glove. Steer made a nice attempt. You can't get mad at Steer. He really gave it his all there. My voice cracked too, so I do apologize, but I guess that happens. All right, Brian Reynolds at the plate. Man on at second, one out. Ashcraft looking back and delivers. That's going to be sent to center. And it looks like he is under it to make the catch. Gonzalez will not tag, as it was not deep enough. That'll bring up Marcell Ozuna, who is 0 for 2 with the walk. Ozuna have a hit this year? He does have at least, I think, one. I actually don't know how many. Insurance run would be nice. Value on a trade one. Look at Caracol. I mean, I don't know about all that. What state? I'm in Texas. He's like, oh, for no. Yeah, Ozuna does have a hit. I just don't know what his, like, how many actually. I think it's just one. Here is the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. You're back. Appreciate you, Michael, for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Alex. You're a legend. Thank you very much. 0-1 count. Ashcraft kicks and deals. That's a breaking ball in the dirt. And it's 1-1. Again, Ozuna's got to get it going. I mean, if he gets a nice hit here, I think it'll put off the boos for a little bit, but I do expect him to be booed opening day, especially with, of course, keeping or, you know, signing Ozuna and not re-signing McCutcheon to the DH spot, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Ozuna's going to challenge. I don't know. I think that caught it. We'll see. Oh, good eye. Oh, that's so close. Oh, my goodness. 0.4 inches. Good challenge, Ozuna. 2-1. Ozuna with a good eye. Good stuff. Ashcraft sets. Kicks and deals. Says that's a chopper, and that's going foul. 2-2. Reds win. I hope you're wrong. Appreciate you for tuning in. Here's another out. I hope not. But he's been pretty much an out. Again, he has drawn a walk in this one, so he's got on base. 2-2. Ashcraft looking back at second. As he delivers, that's going to be sliced foul. $87 likes. Thank you, CB. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for liking. Helps out the channel a lot. The more likes, the more it pushes it out on YouTube. Here is the 2-2. That is going to be high and in. 3-2. Pirates not usually being good. It's nice to have the Pens and Steelers being more consistent. Well, now at the Steelers there. Here is the 3-2. That's going to be called strike 3 on the inside corner. He struck him out. Unbelievable. Struck out looking. I mean, it was a good pitch. Backdoor slider. All right, well, again, we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Pirates lead 4-3. You do college? Yes, I've been doing the entire March Madness tournament. Not the entire, not every game, but almost every window of it. And I'll be doing it again this Saturday. Going to miss the Pirates game this Saturday, folks. You know, that's just the way it goes. Again, doing a lot of the March Madness tournament. But, of course, after March Madness, it's going to be a lot of baseball going forward. My next broadcast is expected to be Friday. I don't think I go live tomorrow. We'll see, though. There's a chance. I'm not going to promise that, but I can guarantee you Orioles, Pirates this Friday, and then again next week, starting midweek, we'll start with the doubleheaders. Again, you and Pirates games, and then, of course, non-Pirates games as we look to grow the channel even more. Fan of? I'm just a fan of March Madness, really. Good at bat, yeah. Hit the like, close to 200. Yeah, I don't know. Again, 100 likes is really good. We'll take it. Except for the K. He's looking like a statue. Yep. He's frozen. The guy hasn't moved. Yeah. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. It looks like Matson's going to be out there for his to continue his outing into the bottom of the 7th. But again, make sure to leave a like and, of course, sub to the channel. It is free. It is free to do so. Seems a big question mark for me. Yeah, I mean, they are as well. But, I mean, you know, as long as we get some receivers in the draft, I'll be pretty good. I'll feel pretty great. Who are you a fan of? You're a Duke, NC State, Mizzou, Illinois. Oh, I gotcha. I mean, I like Pitt. You know, I'm not really, though, going to really talk much about Pitt. There's no reason to talk about Pitt. They are just bad. That's going to be in there for a called strike to Brian Hayes as we're back in action again. 0 for 2. Did I break my pen? I hope not. Okay, did not. All right, he's 0 for 2 in this one again. Has struggled at the plate this year. as that is going to be in there for a called strike. But to be honest, Cabrine has usually struggled in general. Cabrine almost challenged it. Thought about it. 0-2 count. Matson delivers. That's a ground ball to short. Chiolo's there. Throws to first. And he's thrown out for out number 1. Duke been making me less of a fan every year. Yeah, that is tough. Duke, that was a tough game. That was a tough loss. That was a choke. All right, that's going to bring up TJ Friedel, who is 0 for 1, has got a couple of walks. For some reason, Paul Skeens had trouble with TJ. But everyone else, though, for the most part, was pretty solid. As Matson delivers, that's going to be in there for a called strike. The Astros stink. Well, I mean, they're pretty good right now. And the Pirates beat up AL teams for the Royals. Yeah, there you go. Into college football, you know it. Love college football. As that is a swing and a miss strike too. In fact, if you do ever take the time, you can look at my live section, sort by most popular. Again, I don't know what device you're watching on, but if you're on the phone, tablet, TV, you can do that. Or not TV, pretty much everything but a TV. But you can sort by live or most popular, and you'll see that college football has my most popular. I had 160,000 views for Miami and Ohio State. And some others ones with 100,000 total views. Again, we had a lot of people in the chat. For football season, again, that is where the channel is at its best. Here's the 0-2, as that is outside 1-2. So, yeah, no, trust me. I'm a football guy through and through. So, again, if you're a football fan, definitely sub to the channel. You're going to get some quality stuff when it comes to football. And hopefully, again, baseball becomes a good part of the channel as well, as that's going to be sliced foul, keeping it at 1-2. Think about going to Arizona, Illinois. Arizona, Illinois. That'd be interesting. I'm trying to be chill. Say Michigan, Yukon. That's what I'm thinking, CB, honestly. Thinking that. But Illinois apparently is the favorite. That is interesting. Again, they can put up points. It'll be very interesting this Saturday. Matson sets on the 1-2 again, 1 out, nobody on. As he delivers, that's going to be sent to left, and again, that is going to be fouled off. Illinois, Arizona. Yeah, Arizona again. They are really good. They are really good. 1-2 count. Matson kicks and deals. That's a breaking ball in dirt. That actually hit the plate. Looks like we have Justin Lawrence warming up. And again, he, I think, can be really good. He was really good last year. Don't think we'll see an ERA below 1, but, you know, obviously, again, you know, he was really good last year. It's the 2-2 as Friedel sends this to center. And Cruz is calling it off, makes the catch for out number 2. Look at that. Good to see O'Neill making a catch in a noon game. 9 outs away. Yeah, we'll see. Football, baseball, basketball. Yeah, college sports are fun. Not going to really cover any college baseball. Just really, again, March Madness and college football. As Matson delivers, that's going to be sliced foul. As that jammed him. McLean is 0 for 3. And he struck out in every appearance. He's got to be liking that, you know. Skeen struck him out all 3 times. And again, he's got to be happy that he's not facing Paul Skeens. As Matson delivers, that's going to be on the outside corner. Not called a strike. Thought it caught it. Of course, this 3D again is about 2 pitches behind. Matson sets again. Ellie Dela Cruz on deck. As here is the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2, 94. A little bit elevated there. I'm obviously new to the channel. Did you make a March Madness bracket? It was terrible. Yes, I did. It's garbage. Though my champion's still in Michigan. I picked Michigan to win the whole thing. But yeah, the rest of the bracket is a mess. I'll probably show it on stream Saturday. Here is the 1-2. Matson delivers. That's going to be fouled back, staying alive and trying to Get a I mean, again, even if it's a ground out fly out would be good for his psyche because it's not a strikeout. Again, 3 strikeouts for McLean today. See the Pirates, I covered the game. I was here last night. I covered the game. How's it going, John Z? Appreciate you, man. Here's the 1-2 as that's a ground ball to second. As Gonzalez handles it well, throws to first for out number 3. So that's not a strikeout for McLean. As we enter the top of the 8th, the Pirates lead the Reds 4-3. You like women's volleyball? I think most people do, yes. A lot of people like women's volleyball for a lot of different reasons. How many strikeouts did Skeens get? I think he got 5. He had 5 strikeouts. All right. Let's go ahead and check some stuff out from across the league. All right. I don't know if there's any finals. All right. So we do have a final score. Braves over the A's, 5-1. Braves now 4-2. The A's fall to 1-5. The Orioles leading the Rangers 8-2. The Marlins lead the White Sox 8-0. The Nationals and the Phillies tied at 1 apiece in the top of the 6th. Blue Jays lead the Rockies 1-0 in the top of the 6th. The Rays and the Brewers are tied at 2 apiece in the bottom of the 3rd. Mets and the Cardinals tied 0 apiece in the top of the 3rd. The Red Sox and the Astros tied at 2 in the bottom of the 2nd. And the Angels and the Cubs are tied at 0 in the bottom of the 2nd. Let's see here. Is this your job? Now it is, due to some unfortunate circumstances in real life. Now it is, yes. I'm all in, all in. That is why I'm going to be covering a lot. How do you cover everything? Exactly like that. That is essentially it. Let's go Pirates, you know it. Yep, definitely wanted to slowly work my way into this, saving up more money. But again, like I said, some stuff happened and definitely forced me to do this. But again, I enjoy it. It's not like I hate this. No, I love this. I want to work for myself. I love to do this. Right now, again, you know, I can afford to do this for the moment. Again, football season is really going to give me a, like, hey, you know, this is definitely something I can do for years and going to be able to provide for the family. So we'll see how it looks. We'll see how it looks for football season. But right now, again, pretty good. We're in a good spot. Got some money saved up. We're just hoping this channel can pop off, especially this fall. Here's the pitch, as that's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. O'Neal Cruz at the plate. Again, 2 for 3. Of course, again, he had a home run, notching his 3rd home run of the season. Tony Santillan, the pitcher for the Reds. He's been pretty good for the Reds as of late, as that's a ground ball to second. McLean has it, throws to first for out number 1. Sweden's getting through the World Cup without winning in qualification. Wow. That is interesting. What's up with the Diamondbacks? A lot of Diamondback fans, I guess. Don't know what happened. Oh, again, thank you very much. Here is the pitch. That's going to be sent to right. That is going foul. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you, Prince. Appreciate you, man, for tuning back in. Good to see you. Hope all is well, man. I like seeing old faces. You know, it's good. Again, obviously, new faces are great because there's a chance they can become old faces as well. But, you know, it's good to see that we hadn't seen in a while, or just, you know, again, regulars like CB. You know, of course, Orville, Ricky. A lot of regulars. I do appreciate you guys again for tuning in to this one. 0-2 count here to Nick York. He was 1 for 1, a couple of walks. As Santillan delivers, that's going to be outside 1-2. And the Pirates clinging to a 4-3 lead against the Reds. They tie it up at all before this game is over, obviously. Then Paul Skeens will not get the win. Here's the 1-2, as that's going to be fouled back. Count remains at 1-2. Doctor, what's up, Matthew? What's going on? Like your face? What the heck? I appreciate it, Ian. I don't know about all that. You like my face? That is a rare thing. I've been told that much in my life. My wife, of course, agrees. I appreciate it, Ian. That is the most unique compliment I've ever been received on this channel. That's set to right, and Steer makes the catch at the warning track for a loud out number 2. Like my face. That is. My wife will find that hilarious. That's great. Got a good play-by-play voice. Thank you. I try. That's what I go for. I put on the little radio-style voice, and we get it going. But this is not how I actually sound. Though, I found my real voice is kind of morphing into this. So, I guess it's all working out. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Jared Triolo is 1 for 2 and a walk in this one. And Triolo is obviously a guy that struggled. If you've been following the Pirates ever since he's gotten to the majors, just can't seem to hit well. As that's going to be outside 1-1. Yeah, hopefully, again, this is the year he can figure it out. It's an Iron Eagle-like face. Apparently, Iron Eagle does have... He's iconic. He's got a great voice. He's great. He's one of my favorites. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Rooted for you on your channel. Appreciate it, Triple G. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. 1-2 counts as Santillan sets. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He brought the heat on that one. He struck him out. So that will take us to the bottom of the 8th. Again, the Pirates clinging to a 1-run lead, 4-3 over the Reds. Officially a full-time broadcaster. Yep. Nowhere to go from up. I hope so. I hope we are. I think we are. Again, we're rising. We definitely are. Again, the last few months of 2025, the channel popped off. You know, I entered September with 400 subs, and then I exited at the end of the Super Bowl. We were at 6,400. So I gained 6,000. Most of it, though, was happening like from December, well, the end of November to December, because I did 2 games on Thanksgiving. I did all the Christmas games when, you know, Football Nation took time off on Christmas. A lot of people took time off on Christmas. That really helped. That day was a huge day. Same thing with Thanksgiving. Again, not many people covered on Thanksgiving, and I did. So, you know, trying to, of course, build the channel. Again, football is where the channel's at. So, again, if you love the NFL, make sure to sub. We've got a lot of subs from football season. And, yeah, that's what we're going to do. My wife, yeah, she is a G. She's a legend. She is a legend. NFL analogy to Sweden Swallowation. This team gets under 500. That's the Panthers. That's a first. It is. I think you should consider calling NBA games. Some poor channels get high viewership. I don't know. I'm just not really a fan of the NBA. I really have just... I don't like them. I don't know. Again, I might cover the finals. That's a maybe. I don't know. We'll see, though. I mean, they do get good ratings, but I don't know. I just don't want to cover something I genuinely don't like. You know. But I don't know. If in order to grow the channel, that might be something I have to consider. Dr. Delay is Iron Eagle 2.0. I guess so. Voice inflection or adjustment have you made in your vocal since... Oh, do you have to make... I have to lower it a little bit, but I also have to, like, wind the range. I have a very flat, monotone voice. I might even hear it a little bit, but yeah, no, I definitely have a very boring voice if you were to listen to me, if you were to have a chat off camera. Yeah, and also I kind of raise it a little bit, too. I'm talking to a person, like, hi, how are you doing? Maybe not, obviously not that high, but, you know, I do raise it a little bit, as that's going to be in there for a called strike to Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a miss. Oh, yeah, you know, I go for it. Only NFL played round. Yeah, I don't actually don't want that. I don't want the NFL to play. I think less is more with the NFL, personally. Here's the 0-1 Ellie, as that's going to be sent to left, and that is going to be foul. I am not Jewish. I'm not Jewish. I am... No, yeah, I'm not Jewish. MLS, I should. CB has been pounding the table for soccer coverage. That'd be interesting. Here's the 0-2, as that's a ground ball to second, as Gonzalez throws to first and takes care of a key man there, because Ellie could just, again, change the game with the swing of the bat. But speaking of, got a couple of batters coming up that can also do that, as Sal Stewart's going to come to the plate, who is 0 for 2 with the walk. Ian Eagle. Yeah, no, his son. Yeah, his son. Ian and what's his name? Noah Eagle. Yeah. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike to, again, Sal Stewart, who's had a great start to the year. Great start to the year. But, of course, again, numbers will come down. But, geez, again, entered the game with an OPS of 1,800. Entered the series with an OPS north of 2,000. As that's going to be outside 1-1. Doing the World Cup, just probably United States games. But, again, every now and then we'll see. I'll have to play it by ear. Play it by ear. Again, baseball season also obviously be happening during that. 1-1 count. Lawrence delivers as that's going to be hit back behind home plate, and that is a foul ball. You love boxing and karate? Yeah, not a... I will still listen, but do not like your face. That's fair. That is fair. I don't think it's that great either. I was really confused. You know. I'm confused that I have a gold ring on my hand. I just don't understand it. But hey, I'm a lucky guy. I'm glad. I am grateful for my wife. She's definitely the better half, as that's going to be missing outside 2-2. World Cup, yeah, again, just a little bit. Got before the game, and nice. Let's get the W. We'll see. They're trying not to blow it, but I don't know. I think they're actually trying to. As here's the 2-2. That's a chopper to third. York has it, throws to first, and gets him by a couple of steps around number 2. Mason Montgomery, really. And again, I don't like the decision. Don Kelly pulling Skeens for no reason, it seemed like. That made no sense to me. Pitch count wasn't an issue. I don't know. That's going to bring up Eugenio Suarez, homered in this one. And, of course, again, hit 49 home runs last year. Definitely a serious threat at the plate as Lawrence delivers. That's a check swing, but he clearly went strike one. All right, it's better not more. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. 86. Appreciate you, man. Down the table for tennis. Yeah, that'd be good. That's going to be outside 1-1. Yeah, thank you, Russell. I try. 1-1 counts. Again, nobody on, 2 outs. As Lawrence sets. He's still set. Kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back. And it's 1-2. Again, this is the scary part of the lineup. Dela Cruz, Stewart, Suarez. Just a... Man, that is quite the power. There's so much power with those 3 guys. Lawrence sets. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Breaking ball down and away. And Justin Lawrence does a fantastic job as we head to the top of the 9th, and the Pirates still leading by 1. Songbird, this guy. Appreciate you, Ian. Yeah, and thank you very much. I try. You're very positive. I don't know about all that. I am probably the most pessimistic. I don't know. I think I'm realistic. Just bringing up real-life conversations I've had with many people. Oh, you're such a pessimistic person. I'm a realistic person. I look at things in reality. And that's why I think my takes when it comes to the NFL are always so good. Because I'm not biased. I'm very realistic on my team. I'm the biggest critic, but also, again, I'm giving praise, of course. But again, I look at everyone through a non-biased lens. I look at reality. USA Netherlands fan, gotcha. Well, I'll be pulling again for USA. I guess, again, to a lesser extent, of course, Mexico, and then Germany, because I'm quarter German, also a quarter Italian. And obviously, they were just eliminated. Well, again, yeah, half Mexican. Going back to the Jewish thing, yeah, no, I'm not Jewish. But half, again, I'm an American, but my blood is half Mexican, quarter Italian, quarter German. Let's see. Suarez and Raleigh do nothing but strike out. Yeah. Of course, you played Triller Suarez. Yeah, that is Denny. I feel you. No Eagle. Yes, he called that game with Todd Blackledge Yes, and Mason Rudolph hit a slant, and Twitter went crazy. And I, of course, was not a Mason Rudolph guy. So, you know, that was good stuff there by Mason. Like and sub, I bet daily. Oh, okay, gotcha. Tell me what you stream. Again, I do baseball. But again, more of a football guy, man. I'm a football guy through and through. And I'll be doing March Madness. So, again, if you're interested in that, feel free to tune in. Again, do want to warn you guys, again, for those of you that have just joined the last few days or, you know, subscribed. When it comes to basketball, I can't look into the chat as much because basketball is just a completely different game. But, again, I'll do my best during commercial and halftime. Halftime, of course, plenty of time. But just a heads up that during basketball and hockey, I cannot really look at the chat because that's going to be upstairs ball. And again, hockey, I try to get in the Penguins game. It's been a few weeks. I know I really need to get on that. It's just been busy. It's been very busy with March Madness. Pagan going to be out there for the Reds. Looking to keep this a one-run ball game, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Spencer Horwitz at the plate, pardon me, that is not true. He's 0 for 2 with the walk, 1-1 count. And Pagan sets as he kicks and deals, and that's going to be sent. And Ellie can't quite make the catch, as Myers will come in to throw it in. So Spencer, again, first 2 at-bats were against lefties. Last 2 at-bats against righties. Again, he can do well against righties. I just don't understand why he started. Again, just going off to the whole thing. Again, don't know why O'Hearn wasn't in the lineup. He can hit both. Don't know why he got a day off, but it is what it is. You get a day off tomorrow if he was tired. Play one more, you get Thursday off. Everyone does. Anyway, Henry Davis at the plate. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt, pulls back. Outside, 1-0. I'm supposed to be here today, yet here we are, and here's this guy. Unbelievable, Ian. That is wild. Another game? Probably not. I don't think so. I might stream on Twitch later. I haven't streamed on Twitch in a while, but we'll see. Here is the 1-0, and that's going to be inside. Oh, did it hit him? And it did. And Davis is hit by a pitch. And Pagan having some trouble early on. Francona is screaming. He's like, hey, he had the bat out. I think he was pulling back, though. That's the thing. Yeah, he pulled back and hit him on the arm. Oh, yeah. Hit him on the forearm. Oh. Henry Davis is kind of built. He's kind of strong. Gosh. Didn't realize how strong he was. All right, Jake Mangum's going to be at the plate. He's 0 for 4. Pens kick butt. Yeah, they did. Go blue. Japan real good, but the Dutch team, yeah. Well, Japan, I don't know, they always perform in the World Cup. All right, Mangum's going to show bunt, but then pulls back to swing and a miss. Strike 1. Again, runners on first and second here for the Pirates in the top of the 9th. Charge the mound now. Can't do that. Shouldn't do that. 0-1 count again to Mangum. Again, runners on first and second. Nobody out. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. The only kid he can get. I don't know why he can't hit anymore. Again, it's early. You know, I think he should be fine. He'll do well. Again, he should only hit against righties. He cannot hit against a lefty. He really can't. I don't know why he started today. Ooh, a late time call. Pagan practically about to deliver it. And, of course, the Reds fans not liking that. Stocky. He's a stocky guy. Had to hurt and guess who else is streaming. Strong, Mr. Doc. Oh, I'm not. No, I'm not strong at all. I'm very weak. Maybe a few years ago. But not anymore. Here's the 0-2 as Mangum sends this to left, and that is slicing foul. Oh, man, would have been nice to see that drop. 101 likes. Are we really there? Again, I can't see anymore. I can see, but I can't see. Go ahead and see. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh, 100 likes for a non-baseball stream or non-football stream. That is awesome. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. That is awesome. 0-2 counts as Pregame delivers. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball gets away, but it looks like the runners are not active. Greg Brown saying that was a missed opportunity. Man. Again, thank you guys so much for that. That is great. That was about Davis. Oh, yeah, you're good. Okay. Well, yeah, Davis cannot figure out the bat at all. 1-2 count here again to Mangum. Again, runners on first and second. Nobody out. Pregame looking back. Here's the pitch. And that's popped up, and that will get out of play to be a souvenir. Yeah, no, thank you guys. That is awesome. 100 likes for non-football. That is rare. Again, football streams, that is the norm and more. That is how it goes. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, again, you've enjoyed it. Make sure, again, to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Helps us out going forward as we try to get baseball going here on the channel. Here's the 1-2, and that is going to be sliced foul, as Mangum's just going to be a little bit of a pest here for Pregame. Again, Pregame not with a strong start to begin the ninth. I think he's supposed to be their closer, the Reds' closer. I could be misinformed on that. 1-2 count. Pregame sets. Looks back at second and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Mangum with a rough day at the plate. 0 for 5. And that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, who's 1 for 4. His one hit was a double. Hope the game doesn't go to overtime. We'll see. Extra innings. Wish you the best, Ricky, but I hope it does. There we go. More baseball's not the worst, but I hope the Pirates win, because I need the Pirates to win. But I don't know. I don't want it to go because I want Paul Skeens to get the win, man. Pirates owe him so many wins. Pregame sets as he faces Gonzalez. Delivers. That's going to be high and in, as it's 1-0. Stream is blowing up. I don't know about all that, but it's got a lot of people in here. Thank you guys. It's a close game at the end, so that always helps too. When it's a good competitive game, people will tune in like, oh, let's see what's going on. Who's calling it? Who's this guy? Who's this bum with the Skeen shirt? Here's the 1-0, as that's going to be popped up, and that will get out of play. 1-1. Fly ball deep center out, one of the runners. No, we don't need that. Nope. Ian, you're wrong. Nope. No. Again, 1-1 here to Gonzalez, as Pregame looks back and delivers, and Gonzalez gets a piece of it again, fouled off. Pregame, I guess, doing a good job here. These the batters, or at least Mangum and Gonzalez, just missing. Not getting the full barrel on the on the ball. 111 likes. Thank you guys. That's very nice. You're the 100th like. Thank you very much. Here's the 1-2. That gets away. That's going to be a passed ball, and that will put both runners in scoring position. A base hit into the outfield should get in both, but we'll take one. Oh my gosh. You're famous. Yeah, again, thank you guys. 2-2 counts. Gonzalez again at the plate. Runners on second and third. Pregame looking over as he delivers. And that's a ground ball. Gets past Hayes. One run's going to score. Throws to the plate, and Davis is safe as the throw is online. The Pirates lead 6-3. Nick Gonzalez. Speedy Gonzalez chilling at second. 2 RBI. There we go. Pirates leading 6-3. A field goal contest here in Cincinnati. And that'll bring up Brian Reynolds, who is 1 for 4. Again, Gonzalez still in scoring position, looking for some more. Saw the game against the Mets. Yeah, no, that was terrible. Who's this guy with the Skeen shirt? I know, that guy's a bum. Here is the pitch, as that is a check swing, high and inside, 1-0. Bills paid, dogs laid in the vet. Good. Hopefully all is well with the dogs. Yes. Need insurance run. We got him. We won. I don't know about all that, Alex. Here's the 1-0, as that's going to be right down the middle for a called strike. Again, this game is not final. Not final at all. 1-1 count again. Sorry for the 3D. The 3D is a complete mess today. Way behind. Here's the 1-1, as that's going to be outside 2-1. And the Pirates. And some runs last 2 games. Again, shutout in the opener against the Reds. It was like, okay, well, looks like the Pirates of last year returned. Here's the 2-1, and Reynolds sends this to right. That one, clear the deck, cannonball coming. Oh my goodness, that one was hit a long ways, to quote a certain A's broadcaster. Brian Reynolds, his second home run of the series, and the Pirates lead 8-3. Coincidentally, I believe that was the score last night. Man, oh man. Brian Reynolds. Pretty solid stuff. That'll bring up Marcell Ozuna, who is 0 for 3 with the walk. Wow, the Pirates, the bats came out. Hopefully they can come back for the season opener, or probably the home opener against the Orioles. Now the same. No, it was really close. I mean, he hit that tops. You know, it was one of the top seats over there for sure. That was hit. That was crushed. Reynolds knew it immediately. Everyone knew it. Here is the pitch to Ozuna. That's a big swing and a miss, as Ozuna again looking to get something going. Obviously, he has struggled. 413 foot. It seems way farther than that, but yeah, I guess that is how it was. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be upstairs, 1-1. That's game. Hopefully, Orville. Denny loving it. He crushed it. He did, Matthew. Yeah, I'm sorry, Reds fans. It's not looking good, as that's going to be inside 2-1. But we'll see. Again, the Pirates, you know, not exactly the deepest bullpen in the world. 2-1. Pagan sets, kicks, and deals, as that's going to be in there for a called strike on the outside corner, as it's 2-2. Do you think we make the playoffs, though? I mean, maybe. I mean, it's going to be close. We got to... I think we can. I don't know if we will. Here is the 2-2 to Ozuna. That's going to be down low, 3-2. We have one out, yes. Again, 3-2 count to Ozuna's. Pagan has just struggled here in the 9th. Pagan kicks and fires. That's a ground ball, and diving stop by Hayes. Throws to first and gets Ozuna. Nice play there by Hayes again. So good with the glove. So Brian Reynolds officially passes Jason Bay on the Pirates' all-time home run list with 140 runs. Jason Bay at 139. Definitely a legendary player in the 2000s for the Pirates, as he is now in 9th place. Sole possession of 9th. Jason Bay falls to 10th. As Pagan faces O'Neal Cruz. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. In a nice future, we'll see O'Neal Cruz on that list. We'll see if that is the reality. But, of course, he has played well the last 2 days offensively, as, again, he is 2 for 4 today with the home run. Here is the 1-0, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. 125 would be pretty cool, yeah. That better. Yeah, again, Orzuna's really struggled. Again, I think he's going to get booed on his first plate appearance, maybe probably the whole game. And the home opener here is the 1-1, and that's a big swing and a miss. Strike two. Cruz trying to replicate what Reynolds just did. Pagan, 30 pitches. Again, not an ideal outing for again, what I think is the closer for the Reds. I could be wrong. Here is the 1-2, and that's going to be outside 2-2. Hot Pocket and berries. Nice. Haven't had a Hot Pocket in a while. It's good stuff, though. I like the pepperoni, just the regular pepperoni, like the croissant crust, I think. I can't remember what it's called. Here's the 2-2. That is inside 3-2. Pirates about hit him 9-5. In 3-2 count here to Cruz as Pagan sets, rocks and fires, swing and a miss. He struck him out, but the Pirates get some insurance. Again, Nick Gonzalez with a 2 RBI single. Of course, he was standing at second, and then Brian Reynolds with a 2-run shot to make it 8-3. Pirates with the lead. 0 for 13. I don't think so. Again, he's got a hit because he's batting 0. He entered the game batting .063. I just don't know his stats right now. Again, folks, before you go, make sure again to leave a like and of course subscribe. Again, not going to be on here. Probably not going to be on. I doubt it. I mean, maybe I do have a surprise stream tonight. I have no idea. It would be another baseball game. I just don't know. But hopefully, again, I'll see you back here soon. Again, my next stream is supposed to be Friday. Again, could have a surprise stream tonight. Could be tomorrow. I don't know. Very unlikely. Probably will stream on Twitch, though. So, again, if you follow me on Twitch, it's the same name, DRDLE. No, DR. Yeah, okay, no, it's not. No, okay, I had a different name or spelling for delay at one point. DRDELAY. We'll just be doing video games, but obviously that's not really something I'll push. He's the closer, man. That's tough. Triple G. Big damage. Yep. Pirates have one more hit than yesterday. Wow. Yeah, the Pirates came through when we needed them again. Paul Skeens in line for the win. That is always nice to see. But yeah, again, the streaming schedule this weekend, Friday, it's going to be Orioles-Pirates. That one will be at 4:12 Eastern, 3:12 Central. We got both of the Final Four games on Saturday. Not going to be covering a baseball game on Saturday. And then on Sunday, Pirates-Orioles for the final game of the series. Hopefully the Pirates are going for the sweep. Obviously, that's, just series win will be nice. I'll take that. Orioles are pretty good. And then again, Monday, not going to be covering the first game of the Pirates-Padres as we do in the National Championship. Then there's no more basketball for a while. And again, from then on, it's pretty much baseball and the UFL every now and then. Hopefully, that sounds good. And then, of course, September, NFL and college football. All right, so we have Gregory Soto on the mound for the Pirates as Spencer Steer's going to be at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Steer is 0 for 3 in this one as he has struggled out the gate. Again, enter the day batting .077. Here's the pitch. Steer sears this one foul. Now it's 0-2. Let's go to the zoo tomorrow. Nice. Hey, I've been to a few zoos, 2 zoos actually. One local, not as great, and then, well, hold on. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be inside 1-2. When my wife and I got married, went to Colorado Springs for a honeymoon, and they have a really nice zoo there. Like I think it's in Colorado Springs. I don't remember if we had to travel to Denver. I don't think, no, we didn't go to Denver at all. Didn't have the time. We did a lot of stuff around Colorado Springs. But anyway, yeah, their zoo was great. Oh, my gosh. Really great places. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is Steer's 3rd strikeout of the day. He's had, again, a rough start to the year. And that'll bring up Myers, who was 1 for 1 in this one. Again, relieved Benson earlier. Need a break? Yeah. First break in a little bit, honestly. But I'll be back, and again, after today, really, there's not going to be many breaks. That one catches the outside corner for a called strike. A little late answering, but back repeating. Oh, man. How crazy would a walk-off win for the Reds? I hope it doesn't happen, Triple, but it's unlikely after the first out. That one misses inside, 1-1. Soto wants a challenge. May as well. I mean, you got 2 challenges. Don't think it caught the zone, but we'll see, I guess. And that one indeed missed. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think... Yeah, I mean, Kevin Young just brought up a great point. I don't think pitchers should challenge because they think everything they throw is a strike, because that one's going to be in there for a called strike. I think catchers should really dominate. Obviously, if you're, your Paul Skeens, right? If you're an ace, you can challenge, but I think catchers should challenge. Here's the 1-2, as that's going to be sent out to right. Mangum is there and makes the catch for out number 2. And just like that, the Reds are down to their last out. What's the ideal ERA for Skeens this season? Well, considering the starts, I mean, honestly, I would say maybe a 2.25. I think that'd be good. But honestly, anything in the 2s would be great. I mean, even if it's 2.8 or 2.9, right? I mean, that's still great stuff. It's still one of the best in baseball. But obviously, yeah, we'd want a low 2, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Would have been cool to see him under 2, but again, he's going to have to pitch really well going forward because of that one start. That one start just ballooned his ERA, and it's sticking out like a sore thumb, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Kind of an example of that there, CB. And last night, Bubba Chandler, obviously he didn't pitch as much last year, only 31 innings pitched, but he had a 4.02 ERA. If you take out one start he had against the Brewers where he allowed 9 runs, his ERA drops from a 4.02 to a 1.6. Again, one start can really impact that ERA. Here's the 0-2. Called strike 3, but looks like Stevenson's going to challenge. We may not be over here. And no, it does not. That is just a fraction of an inch low. And this game continues for the moment. Stevenson keeping alive. Looks like the umpire wanted to go home. He's like, I'm off tomorrow. Let me enjoy the rest of my afternoon. Stevenson sharing a smile, keeping the game going. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be fouled back. Schemes 1-1, saying that 1.97. I know. How's it going, JJ? Hopefully you're enjoying your day off. I know you're busy. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Stevenson strikes out. Raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates win 8-3 again. And they take the season, or not the season series, but the series against the Reds. And now they are 3-3, and of course that means they'll get to open up at home at 500. That was the goal. So good stuff. Again, the Pirates winning 8-3. Good stuff. Again, saw some great performances. Again, Brian Reynolds with the home run. Again, went 2 for 5 today. O'Neill Cruz with the home run. Also went 2 for 5. Nick Gonzalez had some RBIs. I think he leads the team in RBIs actually now. I don't know. But so good stuff. But yes, raise the Jolly Roger. 2-1 against the Reds. I know usually the Pirates struggle here in Cincinnati. This has not exactly been a kind place for the Pirates. But again, raise it. Oh, yeah. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, folks, make sure to check out Play-by-Play with JJ as well. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Again, he covers the Phillies, covers a lot of March Madness. He'll be, well, I don't know. I think he's going to cover the second game. I think he's covering the Phillies and then the second game of March Madness. But off to new and better things, hopefully. Oh, yeah, appreciate you, Big D. Appreciate you for tuning in. Again, I'll be back on Friday. Again, I might have a surprise stream tonight or tomorrow, but it's unlikely. But I do appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Make sure, again, before you go, to hit the like button. Again, tells tells YouTube that, hey, you know, it was actually a good stream, as yeah, it just helps it out a lot. And sub to the channel. Again, it is free to do so. Think of it more as a follow on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you social media from. Make sure, again, to tell your baseball friends, hey, there's this channel. He covers baseball, and he does an all right job. So make sure to check it out. So, again, thank you very much. That's pretty much going to do it again. Pirates winning 8-3 as they will host the Orioles. Again, let's see, actually, the Orioles were playing the Rangers. Let me actually give a quick roundup across Major League Baseball. The Nationals leading the Phillies 5-2. Rockies and the Blue Jays 1-1 at the top of the 8th. Rays and the Brewers 2-2 at the top of the 6th. The Mets and the Cardinals 0-0 on the bottom of the 5th. Red Sox 2, Astros 2. The Cubs lead the Angels 5-0. Final scores: the Braves 5, A's 1, Orioles 8, Rangers 3. So the Orioles are also going to be 500 when they come to Pittsburgh. And of course the Marlins 10, White Sox nothing. Of course they've played the Rockies and the White Sox, but it is impressive to win regardless. So anyway, more in a baseball season, mostly going to be watching Pirates. Oh yeah, I totally got you. And thank you, CB. Appreciate you, man. Triple G, thank you very much. Until, yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Hopefully, again, I'll see you soon. Again, I'm sure I'll cover Reds game very soon, man. Probably in a week or two, I'm sure I'll return. Race Dollar, thank you for the coverage. Yes, until Friday. Appreciate you, buddy. I'll see you Friday. Thank you, Russell. And again, thank you, Ricky. But all right, that is it. Again, I will catch you guys later. Final score again, Pittsburgh 8, Cincinnati 3. And I will see you guys in the next one, as I'm trying to find my dang baseball intro / outro. See you next time, folks. Peace.
Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Reds